Cheers, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of Bourbon Neophyte. I'm filling in for Four Leaf Whiskey. She's just out and about taking care of a little business today, and so I just said, why not occupy the time until almost before Livewire? I don't know, 5 my time, 5:30ish, give or take. That way you all get a little bit of a break. Then get over there, see Livewire, and I'll pop over there and see how everybody is. But I just couldn't resist. I figured there has to be somebody on talking about International Irish Whiskey Day. I mean, Stacy wasn't going to be here on the spot, and I watched Ken's stream earlier, Scotch Down Under, and I said, wait a minute. I recall last week when I was lurking on her stream that it was a possibility she might not be here. And I said, it's International Irish Whiskey Day. Somebody has got to raise a glass to Irish whiskey. And I figured, why wouldn't it be me? So you're stuck with me, people. Sorry about that, but I do appreciate you being here, coming over to say hi and smashing that like button. Really, really appreciate it. And glad to have you all here. I know there was some people were here pretty early just to say hi. I saw Whiskey Uncensored was one of the first ones in here to come in about a little bit after 1. Slapshot was on and he was there. And then Zenbood popped in there. And then I've seen that Mr. Reynolds popped in there. Yes, there he is. Appreciate it. Marty said he's on his way home. He will be here shortly. So terrific. Cheers, Ben. And then, of course, the woman of the hour right here wishing us all a happy International Irish Whiskey Day. Hey, like I said, we have got to uphold this tradition here of talking about Irish whiskey on Sunday afternoon, early evening. Got to do it. Absolutely. Sugar Kitty, cheers. Gandy, cheers, man. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here we go. Paris is represented here. What's up, Greg? Nice to see you. Been tracking you on Instagram, seeing some of the beautiful whiskeys you've been posting. So keep it up, man. It's really looking good. And if you're not subscribed to Greg's Whiskey Guide, he does a lot of stuff, not only in French, but English. And he is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to various whiskeys, not just Irish. But if you have a question in regards to different scotches, hey, I'm telling you, he is the person. Go look him up. Hey, John, cheers. Man, nice to see you. Yeah, I know I'm not the face you expected to see here right now, but I am the face you're gonna get. So that's just how it goes, right? Right. But glad to see you. So, oh my goodness, there he is. I was just actually glancing up and down to see because I know you said you're going to be here. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you. Appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. And then there he is. I spoke of him and boom, he shows up. I hope you had a good supper. Mine is in the pot still. It'll be there just a little bit longer. And then, speaking of Irish whiskey, we have another perfect person right here, right from the land itself. Cheers, brother. Appreciate you being here, Cooler Running. Always good to have you here. Now we get Mr. Morgan here. We have France, we have UK, we have Ireland represented here. We got Canada represented here. I mean, hey, next thing you know, well, you know what? Ken's nestled deep in his bed. It's a little early for him, late. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, always good to have you all here. And again, like I said, thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for helping me support Four Leaf Whiskey, filling in her time here today and coming over, smashing that like button for me. Really do appreciate it. But all right, first things first, a little housekeeping here. Let me finish that. And then I've got to get a pour of Irish whiskey, which I think I am going to start with some writer's tears. And I haven't had that in a minute. And I have a bottle floating around here that I'm overdue to get a hold of and give that thing another try. I like it. And the reason why I don't go to it all the time is this is what was a limited release about 3 years ago, finished in a Marsala cask. And I really, really like this thing. It's really nice. Coming in, I think it's 45 ABV. Yeah, 45 ABV. One of the first Irishes I picked up a few years ago. Really was. It's non-chill filtered. The whiskey is finished in Marsala Hog's Head. Let me spit that out. For 12 months. So it really imparts a nice sweetness to the whiskey. I mean, really nice sweetness to the whiskey. So I'm going to get a glass here. I put 6 of them here. I actually got 7 or 8 in front of me, but I'm gonna pour myself a little drop here and get it. And yes, it's a single pot still, but I love the idea of it's not filtered. It is just like it's intended to be. Man, I could just smell as soon as I pop that cork. Oh, is it wonderful? My mouth's watering just thinking about this thing already. And oops. Well, that's a nice dram. Well, that's what it's for. I am to pour I don't want any getting away. Oh my gosh, that little drop I could even taste is magnificent. Magnificent. Let me throw this in here, back where it come. But this is always, to me, has been a very, very nice pour. Very nice pour. I've always liked it. I've enjoyed. This is one that it's definitely a good 2 fingers pour. You sit down, either you're reading a book or something like that, or you're not doing much of anything. It's well worth it. Powers 3 swallows. All right, that's what Cool Running's got in his glass. Let's see what we got here. I recommend Mac for Japan, especially for contemporary release. Other I can speak about too. Oh, okay. There you go. Yes, Greg is also a mod here, so he can post things, and he is more than welcome. If anybody has questions or he wants to put some stuff up, he is more than welcome. Chris, cheers, man. Appreciate you. Time for a coffee? Okay, well, I wasn't sure if it was very early or when I say early, as in like in the wee AM, like 2, 3 a.m., or early as in it's like 6 a.m. down there. So it's morning. Okay, I was close. The Marcella Finish Writer's Tears is it really is, Eric. It truthfully is nice. And this thing like I said, I've had about 3 years, really has become a wonderful whiskey with just the way it's just opened up, how the flavors have really come together in this whiskey. The barley and the Marsala is just it really is fabulous. Really just fabulous. So yeah, I'm really happy for this. Well, like I said, it's got to be late for you. It's got to be around 11 or 12 for you. But I know it's late, Greg. Oh, midnight. Here we go. Boom. Midnight. There we go. I knew it was there. Okay, 9 a.m. Well, that's still early for Ken. He probably drug his butt into bed probably somewhere around 3 or 4 this morning, your time. But oh yeah, this is a wonderful pour. So, what have you guys been doing for International Irish Whiskey Day? Have Have you had some pours? Like I said, I know Stacy has been busy taking care of business today. So I know she has been making the rounds and ensuring the tradition of this day has been kept perfectly. And speaking of that, I need a sip. Mm, mm, wow. That's lovely. I really like this 45 ABV. I don't know that on this really seems to make the flavors pop. Yes, everybody knows I'm a proofy bitch, so I like things a little north of that. Well, okay, 100 in north, so 50 ABV in north. But this is just such a nice and tasty pour. The sweetness on here it's fabulous. It really, truthfully is. It really is nice. I enjoy having this, and it really is one that I savor. And when I pour it, it's something that I want to just sit with and sip on, even if I'm just watching a program on television or looking out the window, literally. This truthfully is one of those pours. Hey, cheers, Donald. Always great to see you. Thank you for popping in, brother. Appreciate you. Well, I got a special guest that I just can't keep them waiting, and I don't blame them for popping in here because, we can't have this show going off the rails. That's for sure. So let me bring this person in. Ta-da! Surprise, everybody.
What?
Hey, hey.
Happy International Irish Whiskey Day, or in my case, weekend.
I was just going to say, yes, you've been, I called it taking care of business.
Yeah.
Yes. You had a lot of
COB
business.
all weekend long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a little powers there? Is that what that is?
No, this is the Liberator.
Hold on. There we go.
So this
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I see
Liberator
it now.
malt and muscatel finish. So
Mm-hmm.
now this is available in the state of Ohio, so I'm going to finish off this Ireland bottle.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't blame you there.
Thank you.
How's your favorite husband doing?
He is doing well. He actually he did me a solid today because I worked the event today, so I gave him a list of my credit card, and he picked up
Sorry.
everything on my list today.
And he had orders to search
Yes,
and buy.
yes. He got everything on my list.
Well, isn't that wonderful? Wonderful.
And thank you for filling in to celebrate.
Hey.
Yeah, I my first pour was at 9:00 this morning.
It's serious. It was one of those things that just came over me when I was watching Ken and talking about the day, because that was the theme of his stream. And it's like the tape got caught in the system, picked up by the other reel and started to feed properly. I went, wait a minute. Didn't I remember hearing Stacy said that she's going to be busy and there's a possible that she's not committing to a stream. So that's why I sent you the text.
I worked the event today, and I was on the fence if I was going to the events tonight. So,
well,
it's been a busy weekend.
Well, it is. And, I've had things going on where I've not streamed only because I wasn't sure how late I was going to be or what was going on. And I didn't want to rush. And so, yeah, I got it. I totally do. But I'm impressed with myself that the dots got connected and I remembered.
I'll tell you what tipped me off is the Bottled and Bond Day. Every time I forget, I'm like, Bottled and Bond Day. Oh, wait, that's also International Irish Whiskey Day. Hey, James. Gandy got this bottle in Ohio.
Somebody must have called him because I was talking about him. I said, okay, we've got France, we've got Ireland, we've got Australia. Now, where's the UK? We had Canada. Boom. There he is. Yes.
I got to hang out with a whole lot of Irishmen today. We had an event with several of the Irish distillers in Ohio today.
So
they've been here all weekend.
What are some of the ones that are there now? I know you've been talking about these releases that have been coming, and you have mentioned them on your stream, but what has literally officially hit in Ohio that you're excited about that you can walk in to the store and actually put one in each hand?
You can get a lot of it. A lot of it hasn't sold out yet. Louise McGuan and JJ Corey were in Ohio today. That's who I was helping. I was at the JJ Corey table helping Louise. She's got 6 casks just for Ohio. So some of them that I picked up today, they only have 180 bottles for the entire state. So that's really cool. There's a couple of Whistler releases. There's a Barbados rum. We already had a PX. There was a tequila finish. Those are specifically were the casks were picked for Ohio. There's some Clonakilty that was picked. Hopper from Clonakilty was here.
Oh,
Kevin O'Gorman from Middleton was in town. They're having an event tonight. Morris O'Connell from Wayward Irish Spirits was in town. Sir Morris, I finally got to meet him. Love that man. This is a regular malt and Moscatel we're getting in Ohio, but he actually picked the cask that Ohio got. So,
really?
yeah. And these are the regular size bottles, guys. So Ohio got the big bottle. They got the 700. So I stocked on that.
You stocked on that. Okay.
I jumped all over that one. Lockery has a cask that released in Ohio called the Bridge. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think. Waterford was here. Skellig 618.
Waterford was.
Yeah, Waterford was here. Skellig 618 was here. Bunratty was here. Let me try to think like around the room who everybody was here. Oh gosh, I can't even. I know I'm gonna forget someone. There were so many brands here today.
Hey, when you get representation like that in one spot, in my opinion, that makes for a great event and a great time because it's so nice to be able to get that FaceTime with those distillers, to talk to those blenders and really get down and ask them about the spirit because believe me, they want to talk about it. They want to go into the angst that they went through to get that because none of these blends are just done in, let's just say, a day, an 8-hour day. It's hard to come up with this stuff. And I've been lucky enough to talk to a few and they said, once in a while you get lucky and it comes together rather quickly, but nothing is really built in one day. It's a process of, yep, this is good. And then a few hours later, you go back to it after things really start to come together or the next day. And it's like, oh my gosh, no.
Oh, Andy's reminding me, Natterjack was there. Yes, Natterjack was there as well. And Dublin Liberties. They were there as well.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry, I was playing that back.
No, I just happened to glance over and see. I'm like, oh, that's
well, right. I did too, because I'm looking at the chat as it's flopping up, and I'm like, okay, what? Got it.
Yeah, everybody was so nice. They're all really excited to talk to people about their whiskey, especially people who've had it before. They get really excited, and they're so appreciative. So it was neat to talk to people I've been talking to forever, but I haven't actually met yet.
It is. And I agree with you 100% right there. I honestly do. When you get to sit and really, and I mean that, talk to these distillers and, get things broken down for you and talk to them about that spirit, man, it's an experience. They just like open up and it's like, oh man, they just start going into all of this stuff. And I like it. I really do like it. I get excited about it. I enjoy.
People got excited to meet him. They might not have known who they were at first because I was standing with Louise. And I said, well, are you a bourbon drinker? They said, yeah. I said, well, the Kentucky Al St. Patrick's edition bottle. Like, oh yeah. I'm like, they brought her in to blend it. That's the one who blended it. Oh, and like, yeah.
Exactly.
You can get your bottle signed today. The makers would sign your bottles. So it was really neat. It was really neat.
Yep. Cheers, Big Vic.
Hey, Vic.
Yeah. I mean, I just enjoy events like that. Or when I go to different bottle presentations at different shops here, and they'll have somebody from the distillery or they'll have the actual blender there. And this isn't Irish, but when I got to speak to the people from Uncle Nearest and really
They're so interesting to talk to.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, her name just popped out of my head.
Oh, Fern or
She is the blender. She's the
yeah,
blender.
yeah.
She's the great granddaughter or something like that, or great, I forgot anything of Nears. Okay. But when I first read about it, it intrigued me, that spirit. And so Liquor Lineup 2 here in Vegas had them in here. And so I got to go in there and I got to ask her specific questions about Uncle Nearest and how this whiskey came to be and the relationship with Jack Daniels. And so, like I said, it is, to me, is one of the best things that when you can get people that are involved in the making of these spirits in general, and you can talk to them, because Uncle Nearest has a lot of history. All right.
Oh, they really do.
They really do. And I enjoy the whiskey. I like the whiskey, and I have a signed bottle by her. So
those are the brands I like too, that do have that. I mean, several of them have a story, but the ones
they
that
all have a story,
have a real, history behind them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's one of the reasons I love the Liberator so much. Maurice O'Connell, the owner of the Liberator, is the great grandnephew of Daniel O'Connell, who was first Irishman to British Parliament, who fought for, the Irish rights, the Irish Catholic rights, it's amazing family history.
See, like I said, I enjoy that. I would love to sit down with a dram and just listen.
Goodness, me too.
I mean,
my husband told him today, he's like, you can adopt my wife. She'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I love
As a matter of fact, here's her list. Go ahead over there and buy it. Go ahead over there and buy it. But yeah, it really is a great time. And if I'm telling you, people, if you've never really got to talk to a blender or the distiller from, be it Irish or bourbon or Scotch, I'm serious. You need to go to one of those bottle signings or whatever it is that in your area when they have those events, and you need to go to one of those and experience it, experience the whiskey, but also get a chance to talk to these people.
Yeah, they're happy to talk.
They're happy to talk.
They love to talk about their whiskey.
Particularly if you have a little background knowledge, because you went and did a little research, but then you go there and you start getting into it. Well, now they know you're interested in their product or that you know something about it. So they really start to open up and get into these stories. And like I said, I'm just using Uncle Nearest because it has such a story. It really,
I use the Liberator. I completely understand. I use the Liberator for the same thing. I'm like, yeah, they used to be over here. Then they went over here. And they kind of had to, they moved because they got tired of paying British taxes. And then their descendant decided he was going to go to British Parliament. So they probably should start being a little more on the up and up, because now they're getting into politics.
Well, hey,
and I think that's just such great stories to be able to hear those kind of anecdotes.
We here in America at one time got fed up with British taxes too.
A lot of the Irish.
Amazing.
British. That's how the whiskey came to be.
Yeah, I even think there's British people right now that are upset with British taxes. That's for sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Oh, look at this.
Hey, here. Mike.
Look at this. Cheers, Mike. How are you, sir? Glad to see you. Saw you making the rounds there at Slapshot's Dust Bowl today.
Mike, please tell Adam, give him our congratulations on getting married.
Absolutely.
He got married this weekend.
I am so glad that stream last weekend worked out as well as it did. And it was, I've heard just through our normal channels, Mike, that it was a good stream. Not that your streams aren't.
I was looking.
That particular one, it's being talked about. And not in a bad way this time, Kidding, Mike. Kidding.
So we started our Irish whiskey weekend. I actually have a bunch of friends in from out of state to go to the Middleton event tonight. Mm-hmm. And so we met up with them. And so I was slumming it last night. We were drinking Jameson Rarest Vintage, which is a 90s bottle that I think is getting to be about 800. We were drinking Napogue 1951, which is a $2,000 bottle. Yes.
And that is a nice whiskey.
Yes, it
in the
is.
Pogue Castle. Fix
No,
it.
this is the 1951. So it was
My
bottled.
Two is broken. What do I put in it?
You broke your. How did you break your Tua glass?
I didn't. It's broken. There's
Oh,
nothing
it's
in it.
empty.
Huh. What am I putting in it?
Whatever you really want, but
whatever you want.
get your Bushmills out. You can get your proper 12.
Well, I've got
don't get your proper 12
from Stacy and inspired by Stacy, so I need to know.
Okay.
So, Anthony, if you're ever in a pub and get a chance to try the Napogue, the 1951, it was distilled in 1951. It was bottled in 1986, and there aren't a whole lot still out there, but it's brilliant. It's a single malt. It's flawed, but it's intended to be flawed. They wanted it to be what it was, and it reminds me of, like, you imagine you're at Napogue Castle in the library with musty books and like the fireplace and a cigar and leather, and it's just all of that in a whiskey, and it's really just a beautiful, beautiful whiskey. And I'm lucky I have generous friends, because I will not. 2000 is much for me.
No, yeah, you don't turn that down.
Yeah,
no.
We had the Green Spot, the single cask from Whiskey Exchange, a special bottle that was some of the Knockrat trees that was blended by Kevin O'Gorman. It was. We tend to go big together.
We tend to go big.
Yeah.
Well, my next pour from that is going to be a little Redbreast 12.
That's my go-to.
It is.
It
truthfully is one of those that I don't know why. It's one of those ones I would tell anybody, whether you're a bourbon drinker or a Scotch drinker, or whatever, you're getting into Irish, you buy one of these.
Yeah.
Buy one of these. It is there. Yes.
That's one of those ones. If somebody's like, I want to get my first nice bottle of Irish, it's Redbreast 12, Green Spot, John's Lane,
Blue Spot. Sorry.
Yeah. Blue Spot's getting up there.
Oh, $300 plus here now.
That's insane. It's 135 here, and it's not even worth
160, that. 169.
Yeah, it's not worth 135. It's crazy. Donald, actually, I was thinking of you last night because I was drinking. It was some off name. It was a 12-year Cooley. Really old bottle, actually. The cork ended up breaking off because it was so dry.
Hey, cheers, Mike. Thanks for popping in, everybody coming over and smashing that like button. Let me get this little cork out of here. Ben's still looking for his. There we go. Nice cork pop there.
I'm grabbing some more Irish.
It's yours, and you can grab what you want, just as long as you're not showing it. Let me put this glass aside. Let me put my Top Dog Glen cover over it, and let me grab a
$43.99 for Redbreast if you bought two. I would have bought four. Holy cow! It's $75 here.
What did I miss?
James says that Bad Axe Bourbon Bobby was seeing Redbreast 12, unlikely at Costco.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought two, it was $43.99 a bottle. That's
so. I got a Redbreast 12 for less than that because it was mispriced at Walmart in Arizona, and my wife is the one that saw it, and I got it for like $35. I would have bought
every one on the shelf. Every single one. They
said, we'll give you one. I'd have been like, well, I actually was coming to buy a case.
So they figured it out.
Well, because to get the price, you got to kind of let them know so that when you go up there, it's a lot of hassle to send somebody back. So you kind of want to solidify it before you go up there. But anyway, yeah. And, every now and then you come across a gem like that. But,
and at a moment.
Well,
I might have dropped bottles into bottles.
Hold on. What do you got there, Ben? Let me solo you out there. What was that you just set down?
Alexa, lights off.
You got your lighting.
Oh, you have a Dunville's?
Yes.
So I've got this I picked up because of some recommendation I could drink. I've got this one that I've got because of some recommendation. Wait.
I've got
I got this.
Dumbbells.
Fighting 69th.
Hang on. Come on, camera. Stop looking at me.
Yeah, I don't blame that camera. Why would I want to look at you?
I see. I'm still on the. I love dumbbells.
This is Irene's pick.
I know Irene's pick's gonna be amazing. Which one's lower proof?
I don't know. I'll look.
You have a lot. Wait, is that a Lox?
Yeah, I bought this a long time ago. I don't even know what the heck this is.
You have a Lox?
Why are you like freaking out?
Dude, those are hot. You can only get those on secondary.
Oh, I bought this in a store here that it was probably sitting on the shelf for like 5 years. I think it was like $20.
Yeah, they don't make it anymore. That goes way more than that on secondary. Those are hot.
So are they good?
I have not been lucky enough to try one.
Okay, so what you're saying is I'm bringing this with me.
Yes.
Yes, look at her. Yes, you are. Drive that right over to her personally.
Yeah,
look at Donald. Yeah, he has a Lox 8-year. Yeah, you don't see those anymore.
I think I had sent Donald a picture of this, like saying, what the heck is this? Like a couple of years ago. And I was like, Donald, what is this? And he's like,
start either between the dumbbells and the fighting 69th, whatever's lower ABV.
All right. So the store that I got it in, the bizarre thing is this is a they must have gotten this on a trip or something and then just put it out, because I bought this easily probably 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's a 2014 bottling, according to the back, but it's a 70. It's a 700.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not legal in the US.
Should not have had those bottles. That was somebody's brother's cousin's uncle went and brought them.
Okay. Well,
the US has only been approved to sell 700s in the last year.
Yeah. So you want that. Okay.
Holy crap.
What? I don't know.
Thank you, Donald. Yeah, Lox is coolie.
When I have, I have more crap than I know what to do with here. So you think I should crack this?
I know. I'm a sucker for Ecklenville.
I've had it. I don't think I had this particular one by you. I had it.
You had the 10-year cast strength at my house.
Right. This one, the Fighting 69th is
Greg, you talking about Limavady that he had? No, Limavady is not Bushmills. Limavady is actually owned by Whistlepig or bottled by Whistlepig.
But yes. And actually, I am out of Limavady. I wish I had it.
Oh, this is only 80%. This is only 40%, I think. Irene's pick. I'm kind of surprised at that.
Yeah, definitely go with the dumbbells then.
I actually went to look for my Limavady, and I forgot I finished it. And then I gave away my backup. So I have to pick up another Limavady. And I found that almost a year and a half ago. Oh, now that is nice. I love that PX finish on that Limavady.
Yeah.
Well, this is PX also, Anthony.
Yes, I know. Yep.
All right. So since I'm on the Moscatel bandwagon, I picked this up today. This is actually a friend of mine's brand. It's Bua Irish whiskey.
Real?
Is that a single barrel?
Yes. And a 7-year single malt finished in white Moscatel.
Did you taste it or you just bought it?
Yeah. No, I've had it a couple times. I had it at the preview event.
And I need to know what I need to try to find.
I had it this morning. Let's see if I can.
No, Sugar Kitty, I bought that before 700s were allowed here.
Yeah, 700s have only been allowed in the US in the past year.
Yeah, no. Actually, I could probably find. I either texted Jim, Donald, or both when I found it. And I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, those are kind of hot. I mean, they'll go for exorbitant amounts on secondary, but
what does that go for?
Well, it's more than $20 on secondary now.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna drink it anyway because Stacy's never had it. But I'm just totally.
No, I haven't had that.
Unless you tell me it's like $500 or something, then we'll turn it into like a Redbreast 27. You know?
No, it's not like that.
No.
I was wet the cork. I know it does nothing.
And this is even a Toodly-Doo glass I only have because Stacy told me that they had them, so I went and looked for them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
New Riff. They actually do have some two glasses.
Toodly-Doo.
Toodly-Doo.
Cheers, Darrell.
Hey, Darrell.
This is not peated, right?
That is not peated.
Correct.
No, it is a PX finish. There's no peat in there. The 12 year is exceptional. 10 year still, it's a good one.
I got this at, I think, I don't know. I think at Total Wine in New Jersey.
Total Wine carries it.
I think it was like $60 or something. It was something stupid like that.
Yeah, it's got a reasonable price on it too.
And it's just pretty. I mean, look at that label.
They do have one of the nicest labels in all of Irish whiskey, I will say. It's the most interesting looking.
Yeah,
I love it. Look at the natural color on how peachy that is.
Hold on, let me highlight that. There we go.
That's
so what does that one go for, Stacey?
This one I think is 70-80.
Did it sell out?
It did not. Not at this event. They did sell a lot. They did sell out. They had an event at Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus. Cleveland sold out a lot. There's a lot of Irish expats in Cleveland. They didn't sell out of it. I know they sold a lot of it, but I know the guy that makes it, so I could get one.
You know, it's funny. You know, I had the writer's tears before this, and it's exceptional. But I will say this: the writer's tears, even though I like Redbreast 12, pushes this to the side.
It does.
It pushes it to the side.
Did you have the Marsala?
Yeah. Oh, it is just, and this is, I don't mean any, I'm not knocking Redbreast 12, but once you sip that, and I wasn't really thinking, I was more looking at the ABV because I've got some that go north of that, particularly when you get into the Redbreast cask strength.
Yeah.
It's here. I just figured, well, you know what? Let me just start off with this one. And it was like, oh, heaven. And then I got this one. I hate to, it sounds like I'm talking bad about Redbreast 12, but it's just thinner.
Don't feel bad about it, because let me tell you, you can talk bad about IDL, they'll be just fine. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, they'll be fine.
But it just doesn't hold a candle to it. I'm sorry.
No, it's
good.
It's just that little extra ABV. That's all it is. It's
just at 45 on that writer's tears for some reason. That's the mark on that. That's what I said. That's the mark. I was like, holy smokes. Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, some of those are really good. I've had the Barolo.
In the Napogue?
Yeah. Yeah, I had the Barolo, and that was really good. Oh, the Marsala.
It truly is, though. That's what I started with.
That one and the Enniskillen are my favorites.
I almost want to go back, you know. But
this will be my last pour, because this is 58% ABV.
Oh, well, yeah, because you got a couple more pours to go yet, don't you? Because you're going to head out, aren't you? Are you staying? Oh, okay, I understand.
And I actually, it was funny. I was talking to some of my other friends who are in the Irish communities here in Columbus, and it's like, we always seem so tired by the time March rolls around, because we've been partying and drinking since January 2nd.
That doesn't make you bad, right?
Of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Doesn't make you bad.
No, just a little worn out by the time St. Patrick's Day rolls around.
Well, yeah, that's what, not this weekend, next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yes.
Next weekend. We have we have a big celebration on Friday, which it's called Proclamation Day, where City of Columbus proclaims St. Patrick's Day as the day for the Irish community. So we go to breakfast at the pub, we go to City Hall, then we go bar hop all day long.
Oh, sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like St. Patrick's Day practice.
I know. But yeah, but you know what? Once I hate to say, moved the writer's tears finish off my palate, sipped the Redbreast 12 a few times. Okay, now it's sweet, it's pleasant, and blah, blah, blah. What I liked about it finally showed through. But you got to get that other one off of your palate. Yeah. So even though I drank some water before, I should have had some almonds or something like that.
Yeah, that
I just
Marsala
wasn't
is
thinking. I just looked at the ABV and I said, okay, yeah, 45 is fine. I'll start there.
that Marsala is kind of heavy on the palate.
But boy, if I
It's
found that
lovely.
bottle,
That's one of my favorite finishes.
I would probably definitely buy that as a
I
backup.
that
But they're
that
just
one and the
not.
Enniskillen are two that I recommend to everyone.
Yeah, they're just not there. But that was really a nice drop for sure. So the other one that I haven't touched in a minute is my
Oh, your conviction.
Yeah.
That's the cognac, right?
This one is, hold on. This is the 10-year, and it's 46 ABV. And this thing is very nice. I was just lucky to find it when I did, and picked it up. And it's, like I said, it's 46 ABV and non-chill filtered. Very nice presentation box. Nice black box. Matter of fact, I used a picture of this in a little FYI. I call them FYIs just to let people know that, hey, I was filling in for you, and I used this particular picture on there. But yeah, this is truly a very nice bottle.
It is. It's really nice.
I'm glad I picked it up.
They did a great job of packaging on that.
I love the packaging. It's nice, but guess what? Save me $10. Okay. Just make the juice good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I do love the presentation. We're all sucker for a nice presentation. I mean, we are. I am too. I love the box. But if that means raise the price $10 or get rid of the box, okay, get rid of the box. Save us the agony. Keep the price reasonable.
Yeah, but the thing is, even without the box, they ain't lowering their price.
No one does. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, because Middleton just did that. They went from those nice wood boxes to like a compressed kind of a particle board resin box. They lowered the price, and they're saving money.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, wonderful.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Cheers, Big Cap. Thanks for popping in, smashing that like button, and saying hello. We really do appreciate you coming around. But yeah, I was kind of looking forward to this. The writer's tears. It's just such a very nice.
Slap shot just poured one of my favorites. Power signature.
I just was catching that.
That is an that's somebody may have found me a backup of that one. That is a discontinued Power, so it's just a beautiful bottle.
Yep. Yes, it is. Oh, Sauternes is a nice one.
That's a good finish. On Irish, you will get every bit of that. And that's the thing. Irish whiskey is such a nice canvas for finishes that the finish is really going to shine. You are going to get a lot of the finishes on those.
Wow. That cognac, that XO cognac cask is really, really nice. I mean, you you're drinking a whiskey, but that cognac imparts another level of complexity and flavor on this it's really nice. I was just sitting there letting that finish come back a little bit. It is nice. And I like cognac. So this is a very nice.
Huge amount of Irish finished in cognac. There's a Culloden has a white cognac finish. There's Lambay that all their finishes are cognac. Clonakilty has some cognac single cast finishes, but it's not used, not as much as rum. Not as much as rum.
And the 46 ABV is nice on this because we're getting to that sweet spot. Because I say I like my scotches. If it's non-chill filtered, no color added, and 46 ABV, that's the holy grail. Yeah. So anything above that is is wonderful. But that's what I look for when I'm on scotches. And so when I'm even looking at Irish, if it's north of 40, so I'll give you 43, but the 45, like they have on the writer's tiers, just seems to be a very good spot for me. But
Yeah.
let's just say 46, no color added, non-chill filtered, is really nice.
And I think a lot of the Irish distillers are getting that people want to break away from that 40%, that people consider that 40% to be almost like a mixer or shooter, that they want a little bit more. So you're starting to see a minimum of 45 on a lot of Irish whiskey.
And I think
the budget bottles will still be lower,
but see, when you get to that 45, 46, 47, to me, you are in the realm of a true sipping whiskey.
Yeah.
This isn't, you're 40, you're pouring it in a shot glass and you're just slamming them back. I mean, come on.
No, it's one that you can sip and it's not going to taste thin.
Exactly. And it's
standing up. See this?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to knock it down and it's going higher.
Yesterday it looks like a poodle.
What is it, rainy where you are?
Is it?
No, it's actually 60 degrees and gorgeous.
Yeah, it was gorgeous day today.
It's like 63 here, maybe. But the freaking
I wish I had your volume.
Has been awful.
My what?
The volume that you have in your hair. I wish I still had that.
It's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our weather here, we had last Friday, we went out to a concert with no coat on because it was so warm. Woke up to 3 inches of snow the next day. Then we had tornadoes. Then it got cold. Then it was warm again today.
Well, I tell you what, it didn't affect me other than the wind. But you go up north here in, like, let's just say Truckee Valley, Reno, Northern California, they are getting, if they have not gotten, walloped with snow from this storm that's come through. Like I said, I've just got the wind. And yesterday, it's sunshiny right now here out this window, but across the street, it was raining. But at my house, the sun was out. But across the street, literally, it was raining. So we would drive down the road, and then the rain would stop, and I'd be 2 blocks from my house, and there's no more rain. But then we make the left to go somewhere else and go 2 more blocks over. It's raining. But yet the sun is shining and, clear skies, but gray, behind me, let's say. But that's nothing unusual here. But the wind, 35, 40, 50 plus miles an hour. And last night, it just picked up and was ripping.
Yeah.
So we have tile roofs here. And you could hear them lifting and settling because of the way the wind was coming. And they give. I mean, when I say give, they don't flatten out. But
do you get hailstorms there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And
I can't imagine.
I've been lucky. I don't want to jinx myself. But my tiles are still intact.
Wow.
Yeah, after over 20 years.
Wow.
And I watched yesterday people that have the shingled roofs. And the shingles just flapping like a piece of paper. I literally watched.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple laying out in my backyard.
I watched it rip off this house yesterday. The winds were so strong. I'm like, holy smokes. Well, I guess they're going to be getting a new roof. But yeah, I mean, that wind was so strong. Oh, well.
Yeah, you get some nasty storms, nasty weather on there, yeah.
We can, but they got it worse north of here. Like I said, the Reno area, Truckee area, Northern California. I mean, it's still on the news. They're wild. But they did say if we didn't have to do anything, there was such a high wind warning. They said, stay off the road, stay off the highways. Big trucks were told, just park.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That's how bad the winds were. And well, right now, I don't want to jinx it, but it's
nice.
Relatively calm, about 17, 18 miles an hour, steady right now. So you really don't hear it other than my neighbor's dogs, maybe. But
what are we pouring next?
What's that, Ben?
My my Toodly Doo's broken again.
What did you think of the Dunbills?
Yes,
like
tell us.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's
So
it's sweet. It's a little oaky.
Yeah.
It's a little tannic, which is interesting. A little drying.
It is a little drying. I actually like that about it.
Yeah.
So you got me at the Four Walls Irish whiskey and rye, an American rye.
Right here behind me.
So the person who blended that is actually from Egan's distillery, from the distillery that Anthony is drinking.
Were they there today?
No.
Ah.
No, Egan's. They didn't bring Egan's to Ohio.
You're talking about this bottle.
Yes.
Hold up, Ben.
That was impressive. That bottle I enjoyed.
I haven't cracked it yet.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Oh, you got yours signed. All right.
Yeah, he got me a signed one. Mine is half empty. That is from Charlie Day and Glenn Howerton. So two of the characters,
Always Sunny guys.
two of the actors that are involved with the brand.
Oh,
so it's a celebrity whiskey, but they actually brought in the master blender from Egan's to blend it. So it's actually quite good. I mean, it does drink a little. It's 40%. It drinks thin, but it's got good flavor. And they use Cedar Ridge for the American rye.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it better than the other Irish American rye that's out there. Keeper's Heart.
So what am I drinking, Stacy?
Whatever you want to drink, get something out of that.
Do you want to blow your palate? Do you want to continue the evening, or let me blow your palate?
I mean, I've got lots of bottles here and samples here from you.
We'll just grab something.
I was upset that I went through all my samples, but my last sample or my last
that just means I got to send you more.
Well, my last drink for tonight, I don't care how snookered I am.
Yeah, what do you have?
My poaching.
I'm
savoring.
Which one?
The one Stacy sent me.
He has the Balkan. He has the Balkan. I don't know if I sent you the Balkan. I don't know if I sent you that one. I think I sent you
Mitchell. I have something getting none.
That's the smuggling nun.
Okay, well,
I thought
my penmanship is not that bad.
Numb is an
a dough backwater.
You have a dough, yeah.
I've got
thought I sent you stone soup.
Lachelle.
That's the beer finished one.
I don't know. They all taste like tequila anyway. Oh, what is this one? No, that's Shiftless. I don't know.
So I sent Anthony the one that it's 67.5% ABV.
Yes.
100% peated. It's 50% peated malt, 50% peated oats. And Brendan says it's one of the best things he's ever made.
It's delicious. It does not drink like it's that hot.
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't drink like it's that peated either.
That is so damn dangerous.
Yeah, it was rested in a Pinot Noir cask, and it doesn't drink like something that's 100% peated.
I'm going to do a PX Irish vertical.
Well,
so I'm going Limavady next.
Oh,
that's a good transition.
Hey, did you open that yet? Is this your first time? Oh no,
yeah,
okay.
It's my first
so you know what it's like to pull that top off of that for the first time. Yeah.
You know what? I know what it's like to do it the 73rd time too.
Yes. Yes. But I mean, when you first try it, you're like, is this damn thing glued on?
It's not bad. You use your thumbs, it's not bad. Actually, the worst one is the Penelope Rosé. It's like they seriously don't want me to get into that bottle.
Well, since he's doing
that's the end of my vertical.
Well, I'm gonna do this one. Yes.
But that's after Limavady.
Well, I can't go down that one. I've already been trying higher.
The Limavadi's finished in PX.
So yes, and so is the Dunvilles. So I'm going.
Is a PX too.
Well,
if you go
this now while you're on that, Ben.
If you go from the Redbreast PX to the Limavady, I get so much orange in that Limavady.
I got citrus, but I didn't peg orange. But you know what? I'll say that yes.
The Limavady is much sweeter than the Dunvilles, but it's definitely younger.
Yes, it definitely is.
Hey, why do I have all this? Oh yeah, this chick. Why do I have all this Irish whiskey here? Oh yeah, I don't know.
I know, just like we need another vice, right, Ben?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she got me to spend over $100 on a 375.
Yeah. Yeah. See
A
what peer
3-year-old 375.
See what peer pressure does to us, Ben?
But it's brilliant. It is a phenomenal bottle.
This is a phenomenal bottle right now.
Yeah, that is good.
PS.
Yeah, that one he's got right there. Very good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
My favorite Cologne. Single pot, still finished in a Hennessy white cognac cask.
Really? Hennessy white cognac?
60% ABV.
Like I said, she got me to spend $100 on the 375.
I gave him samples first. We were up till 3 a.m. drinking Irish.
No, you didn't give me samples first. We got drunk first.
Yeah.
And then I was at the store that had it the next day.
Yeah. Like, let's try this one more. Let's try this one more.
So I poured a little extra in here because I'll be sipping on this a minute.
Yeah, you're going to
suffer on the Limavady, and then he'll switch over to this.
Yeah, you're going to suffer with that pour.
Then I got to go to the Lestal, and then I got to go to the.
Having to suffer.
I don't have a Lestal
anymore because real.
I finished one. And there's so much money here now. Lestal's like $90 here now.
Yeah,
that's what it is here too. IDL. Let me say the best thing that happened to the smaller independent Irish brands was the IDL started going. They jumped the shark with their prices.
IDL did, and who else? Is IDL the Spots also? No, right?
They're the Spots. They're the Powers brand. They're Redbreast. They're Middleton.
Powers they haven't messed with much though, thank God yet.
Oh yes, they have.
No. It almost seems like they're kind of jockeying things to have like the Spots up here and Redbreast in the middle and Powers down here.
Oh, okay, yeah. They
seem to be creating some kind of separation with the brands. Which
is
great. But when you're increasing things twice in a year,
it's here. Easy.
Like I said, the best thing they could have done for all these smaller brands that are just starting off in the U.S. was increase.
I had a store here recently. They did a sale for February. Made no sense. This was $49.99.
Are you kidding me?
That's a great deal. That's $75 here now.
Yeah, it's 75. It's 70 most places here now too. 70, 75. So, but not only was it that you had to do cash or debit card. You wouldn't even do credit.
I'd pay cash for that all day long at that price.
And I did because I didn't have one.
Yeah,
you didn't have a green spot. Wow,
not anymore.
I have a little left on
blue. I have yellow. I have.
I don't have the yellow. I haven't restocked it. It's not my top pick.
Well,
what the heck?
I don't know. Wasn't me.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
My
your hair is frizzier than ever.
My whole screen and video, like I don't know if it just did it a driver update.
You're just moving.
The monitor shut off. It did all kinds of. Oh wait, no, I'm getting some kind of. I got an AMD crash. Interesting.
Really?
Issue detected an issue with your display driver.
You're still displaying
to prevent a system crash or hang. The display driver is now operating in safe mode.
Wow.
Report issue. Sure, that's pretty cool. Even though that probably just means I need to do a software update.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, Richie. Cheers.
Oh, I see Peter too.
Thanks for popping in, smashing that like button, saying hello. Oh yeah, Peter. Cheers, man. Sorry. Thanks for coming over here, smashing that like button, saying hi, supporting us over here. Appreciate it, everybody. Really do. Thank you.
Well, Sugar Kitty, I might have to visit soon to restock. Well, I need to come to Jersey anyway, so I need to see Thrasher and do some other things. I'm just trying to figure out if my voyage to Ohio and Kentucky is starting in New York or Texas.
When are you coming through?
That depends if my voyage starts. Well, it'll be the first and second week of April.
Okay, I'll be here.
In the general region. It just depends if I go down to Texas first with Bonnie or not.
I'll be here except for September. We're going to Ireland.
Yeah.
Back to Ireland.
No, April. Next month.
That's my birthday month.
When's your birthday?
The 23rd.
Oh, okay. I won't still be around then. But we can go out and do early birthday anyway. Because why not?
We did that. Let's just do a repeat. That was fun. Just hanging out in my basement, drinking whiskey.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
Wow. Man, that's good.
Oh, that PX?
I love the PX sherry finishes. I just do.
They added that to their core lineup, actually, because of
popularity. Look at that killer. Look at that killer.
Yeah. The Wolfhound.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't need any props, can just walk right up, look at the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What up, you moose?
I know. Well,
he's a good boy.
That's right. He just wants a little camera time. That's right. I'm here, everybody.
He's got the look of the never-ending story right now.
He does look like the Love Dragon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got like the sideways flying look right now.
He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Redbreast PX initially was just supposed to be a limited release, but it was so insanely popular that they decided to add it to their core lineup. So it's going to be but it is a US now release.
But the price has spiked on that.
People,
$139, $149 a bottle now.
Yep. Oh, it's $150 here.
Yeah, funk that.
Yep. Ridiculous.
But people over there can't get it. So
I bought a backup for it when it was under 100.
I bought 4.
If I needed another one, I'd be going up to Rhode Island. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look who's here, Mr. Great Shot.
Yo,
say hi, smashing the like button, saying thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Never seen that PX here, indeed.
Greg, where are you at?
France.
Oh, he's in France.
If anybody needs a picture for sale of her dog.
Oh, yeah, that's with Bonnie. That's Magner and Bonnie.
Oh my gosh.
He's a big guy.
Or him just deciding he needed to take a seat.
Yeah.
On Bonnie.
I actually have you leaning back too, where he's kind of leaning at your face.
That's good, Ben.
160-pound lapdog.
Well, what's funny is here he is sitting on Bonnie while getting attacked by Remy. Well, here she is getting attacked by Remy.
Yeah. Bonnie was very good about tolerating our dogs.
Well, Remy was like, I'm the king of this castle. Move over there.
She is.
Right.
She
ruled the roost.
PIC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Move over, Moose.
But the 160-pound dog lets this little 25-pound dog run all over him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So my parents had a wolfhound, and boy, I tell you what, don't let a groundhog come in that yard.
Mm-hmm. He's gone after rabbits. Now he's a little older, and they're quicker than him, but he's gone after deer too.
Oh yeah. He's chased. Well, Maggie was her name. She chased deer out of the yard, but boy, oh boy.
The Tawny Port. Peter, I did a video on the Tawny Port. It honestly, it was like Redbreast Kentucky for me. It was okay. It was not PX to me.
I after that review, I haven't even opened mine.
Yeah, it was okay. It
It's
does
not
need air. I
terrible.
think you got to pour it and let it sit for a really long time.
I might have found a store that had that before release and got it to see and bought 2 of them. But yeah, it's
I wasn't supposed to have for that
after she told me how sad she was by it, I was like, yeah, that just sits over there now.
You can try it when you come to my house. Yeah, I mean, pour it, and then you literally have to give that thing like 20 minutes to open up.
It's like I said, like you said, I've had it. It is good. However, I would rather buy another PX.
Same.
Or a Lestal.
Same.
Or, okay, digress and say, I'll buy another 12-year. I mean, it's good.
Same.
Put it in your lineup, okay, just to say you have one. If you really want to put that in there to say you have one.
It's the same price as cast strength in Ohio. Get a cast strength. If it's the same price as cast strength, get a cast strength. Don't get the tawny port.
Yeah.
You'll be disappointed.
Because I get asked, because some people have just about in a particular line. So we'll use red breast since we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, I heard it's not too good. Should I get it? Well, if you've got the line and you just want to have it, okay, it's not a drain port. It's not horrid.
No,
it really needs time to open up. And if you're asking me, the 12 is way better as far as flavor wise, just right off the bat, and the money. And the PX, well, believe me, it leaves it in the dust. But if you want to complete that line, or want to go ahead and get it, it's not terrible.
But get a good price on it. Don't overpay for it.
Yeah. Here
it was originally $199 in Ohio, and they dropped the price to $99. And I'm like, okay, for $99, I would have pulled the trigger on it, but not for $200.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I still can't believe it's rare and sought after, and I just like have it.
You found it on a shelf because, like I said, somebody's cousin's brother's uncle's best friend obviously picked up a case in Ireland and brought it back to sell.
This store has some weird stuff, but like the other weird stuff I've gotten there is some of the worst stuff I've ever tasted. Like they had 3-year bourbon bottled in Belgium sourced from Kentucky, and oh my god, was it bad.
You can get a Buffalo Trace at Carryout Killarney. They actually have their own bottling of it.
Here, any idea what this is? This was in the hood I sent Donald like 2 years ago.
Finians? No. Like I told you,
noticed it's right by proper 12. So
here it is.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Well, 12/11. Here it is. 12/11/2021. Yeah. As per Donald, 12/12/21. It's okay. It's nothing really special. And I said, shit, I bought it.
It's Cooley, and they don't make it anymore. So it's highly sought after. I mean, it's a budget pour, but it's still for a budget pour bottle.
Sorry, I was wrong. I paid $50. I said.
I mean, honestly, I probably would have just had one because they don't have it anymore.
What do they go for on secondary? I'm just curious now.
I'd have to. I'll pull it and look it up.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna drink it, so whatever.
Okay. So a lot of those, and I've told you this. You're gonna start seeing a lot of bottles with weird names that you haven't heard of before for Irish whiskey. And the problem is a lot of people bought casks of Irish whiskey. And now those casks are getting to maturation and release stage. So they're thinking, they're going to be the next freaking Jameson, and they're going to put a fancy label on that. And they're going to put leprechauns and rainbows and pots of gold and wolfhounds and clovers on the back. And it's going to be the next big thing. And it's usually the more embellished story and the more tricolor and leprechauns on the label, the more you want to keep right on walking.
You mean ones like this?
No, that is not.
Yes, you want to walk away from that, people. You don't want to ever buy that Dunville.
That Dunville is amazing. They're a very old Irish brand.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep it for me.
Stuff like the Dark Hedges. that has 3 bottles, and one's orange label, one's white label, and one's green label. Gee, I wonder where they came up with that. Although the Dark Hedge isn't in Northern Ireland. A lot of those casks are West Cork, I will warn you.
Really?
Yeah, West Cork did a big cask program.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cask share at Keeper Sard. I don't have any cask shares anywhere else. But some friends of mine have casks at West Cork and have casks at W. O'Connell, Boan. Tyrconnell. I'm assuming you're talking about Tyrconnell, Richie Z.
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking about Tyrconnell. Tyrconnell, great brand. Solid brand. Yeah, West Cork, their blends have a lot of wheat in the mash bill. So Donald and I actually, the Tyrconnell 16, the 116, we disagree on it. He doesn't care for it. I actually really like it. And that's the 16 Oloroso and Moscatel.
But he also likes whiskey that tastes like poo.
He does like whiskey that tastes like poo.
And he also likes whiskey made from poo.
He does like whiskey made from poo.
So
he likes whiskey finished in bog oak too.
Yeah.
Oh,
cheers.
Neighborhood.
Oh, Barry Crockett. That's a good one. That's a very good bottle.
You know, I actually saw that somewhere, but I never heard of it.
Middleton Barry Crockett is the older Middleton single pot still. So think Middleton very rare, but only single pot still whiskey. It's at a higher ABV. It's at 46%. It's a very, very nice bottle.
Ooh.
Really?
I did just find I have a little bit of the sample left of the PX Sherry Baron tool you gave me.
Oh, that one. So that's cask 1. that bottle is going on secondary for $1,000.
Well, I have about a half an ounce left. So.
Yeah, because you had to win a lottery to buy that bottle because it was the very first bottle of the distillery's own distillate.
I will say Stacy could have the rarest thing on the planet and she will still pour it for you.
Oh, yeah. I don't care.
Sorry about that, Anthony.
So take your time. You got your red breast ready to go, Ben?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to go do it right now. I haven't
enjoying that.
I actually
PX
did this. I put this behind other stuff. It's like on a bottom shelf back there because I have not had this in many months because
I've had to walk away from mine because I need to restock it. And there's been so much new Irish whiskey in Ohio. I'm like, oh, I got to spend.
You know, it's just funny. I get that sweetbread note that I get from a nice single malt Scotch on this.
Now,
you know those Terry's chocolate oranges at Christmas time? Those round, like orange shaped balls of chocolate, and there's like chocolate with orange flavoring. That's what I get on that.
Really? See, I don't get any orange, but I get this beautiful sweetbread note. But
hang on, Anthony, when you're saying sweetbread, are you talking about like Portuguese sweetbread? Are you talking about cooked sweetbreads? Sweetbread has different connotations.
Yeah, I know, but that's how it comes off to me. So what I say is think of the sweetness smell of like banana bread, but no bananas.
Right. You know well, that's where I'm saying you're talking about a cooked dough.
Yeah. Okay, it's not like livers.
No.
Or whatever part of the cow sweetbread.
Sweetbreads are also pancreases.
Yes.
Pancreases. So it's like another culture's brain. That's why I'm like, when you're talking about sweetbread, what sweetbread are you talking about?
That's coming up, Z-Man. Go ahead, pour yourself.
I don't have any LaSalle right now.
I think I am out of it
at least a good 2 fingers, Z-Man, because Ben and I have to finish this one, and then I got to go to that one.
Right on, bro.
I think I'm out of that one.
It's my favorite, Stacey.
It's a good
I love it, but it's my Christmas. So when I'm making Christmas cookies,
that is just
that's my Christmas cookie whiskey, and I always do it with so.
That PX Redbreast is just stupid. Oh, that breath you must be enduring right now.
Yeah, it's hot. You very hot breath. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Look at that camera hound. Just let me get my face in there.
Look at the
Hey.
size of that nose.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there's no denying he improved the stream just by sticking his snout right in
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
She did
Even though there's like a weird white like hair or something in front of the camera.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what that is. I think it's from the light overhead.
Might be a little
Yeah.
glare.
Yeah, I'm in my office, so it's the light.
Stacy, you did a stream and you were in the backyard on the patio.
Yeah.
Sitting in a chair and your doggy was running around in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
This is
Eric.
freaking delicious. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Eric, that little style is
Very,
amazing.
very, very big. Very big.
Yeah,
You know
he's
that. So
he's a big
you'll
guy,
have
but
to
he's a
punch it.
sweetheart.
But the PX finish on this red breast is one of the best I've had.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so intense. But yet you
It's
still
intense
get the black.
and it's long. It's not
Yeah,
a short
it
You
dish.
still
still get
goes.
tannic. You still get tannins. You still get the black pepper, the red breast,
Just
pot
and
still.
pot still spice. Yeah.
It's like everything's still there, but it's also sweet and decadent.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's chocolatey. It's like I said, I get orange chocolate on that one big time.
It's dumb.
It's so freaking good. That I think honestly, that's the problem. Is was so good. That's why Kentucky Oak and the Tawny Porter such a letdown. Because we've got this bar.
Yeah,
set
but
so
you would
high.
rather have unfinished than those.
But now it's not just,
rather do some maybe do a Palo Cortado.
Mm.
Do another sherry.
I don't know.
but it's also
Palo Cortado I can get down with.
it's also Oloroso, Spanish Oloroso, and then goes into the PX sherry for like a year.
Yeah, that's most of theirs. Most of theirs are a combination of a bourbon and an Oloroso.
Right.
Hey, Gordon,
Yeah,
cheers, man.
hi Gordon.
How
Gordon's
are you,
a wolf
sir?
hound, buddy. Gordon has wolf hounds.
Thank you for popping in, saying hi, and smashing that like button for us.
You're dope.
Always nice to see you. But yeah, that's like I said, the PX finishes on whether it's an Irish whiskey, a bourbon, or a Scotch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's magnificent,
Yeah,
magnificent. And this with the Oloroso and then sherry, it's the perfect marriage. I mean, it just goes together well, and it's just what Ben said. It is just what Ben said. It's really a delight.
Yep.
It's full of flavor. It's opulent. It has the right viscosity to it. It hits the marks. It hits the marks as a solid Irish whiskey. And this is something that you can find. I mean, you can find it. You're going to pay for it now, but it's
you can
there.
find it. You can easily find it. They shipped a lot of it over. Now the price has gone up.
Yeah, 150, 160 bucks
Yeah,
depending.
you're going to pay about that. For it.
Particular area where it's still stupid cheap, and we're not going to talk about that here.
Yeah, honestly, if you've not tried it, I do think it's worth 150 to try it. It is an exceptional whiskey. It really is.
It is. It
Okay.
is. And when it was less than 100, it was an everyday buy.
I don't think I paid less than 100 for any. I paid
I
one.
regret not
111.
backing it up.
Oh yeah, I have a backup because
I had
when I
four.
bought
And I went
mine,
through.
Well,
It
I
just-
didn't back it up because I sent all the other ones I bought to other people in this community.
when I bought my backup,
I bought
because-
3 backups.
Because I'm just dumb like that.
Buy a case of it. Get a good deal. Buy a case of it.
it
Mm.
went up to $149, and I was like,
That's what it is.
no, because they still have the sticker of $95.99.
They're
Up
trying
there.
to sell batch 2 or trying to sell batch 1 for the batch 2 price.
Oh,
Yes.
every place
I've
does.
seen
They
that.
just- They just automatically jerk it up.
Yeah,
and
that's
if
BS.
they have a couple cases of the batch 1 left, they make more money on it. But
Yep.
I said, I'll buy it, but I'm not paying that because I know what it is. There it is there. And he chuckled and he goes, I was just coming to change it, but you can have it for that. And so I picked up, another one for
Yeah.
the $95. So that's how I got the backup for this one. Because I was like,
It's so good.
$150. I said it went up $55 in I said, ridiculous. He goes, we said the same thing because I just see, this is what they said.
It's ideal.
When it dropped there at their store, I just signed, I counted the cases, everything matched. He says, I didn't look at the price. I signed it. He said, the guy left. He says, so I'm sitting there walking, I'm looking at it. And he says, and then I saw the price they charged me. And he went, holy crap. And the guy was already gone, you know. And he's like, and I was there when he got it. I was in liquor lineup. And he goes, holy smokes.
This is why I have to hide this bottle. I could drink this whole bottle.
You can. You absolutely can. The red breast.
It's dumb.
But it's good. It is good. And when it was,
there is nothing negative you can say about it. It has a mouthfeel. It has a sweetness. It has a spice. It has the flavor. It has the smoothness. It has everything. It's chocolate.
And you know what you don't get? That little bit of metallic-y taste from the single pot still. I mean, if you search, I got it. But in general, no, you don't get that. And that's what I wanted to make sure I said to
it's
people.
Nuanced. It's got complexity. It's got everything. And I think that's the problem is the bar was set so high that the follow-ups, we've just been let down.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because you get used to something. So let's just say this. Okay, the Redbreast and how they do it for the PX. And then your expectations are up here for the next one. And then sometimes that tinniness or that metallic-y taste will shine through on the next one. I don't get that on.
I get that on Jameson. I get that on Proper 12.
Don't get it on Limavady. Don't get it on this Redbreast.
Those are single. I don't get that on single pot still. I don't know why. I get that on.
Sorry. Yep. Right church, wrong pew.
Stacey, how much is Yellow Spot there now?
Oh, it's over 120.
Yeah, because there's one place I know here. I still might be able to get it sub 100 if you want one for the show.
Yeah, Redbreast single pot still fucking dope. It smells so
100. I would actually do.
Let me check.
Hold on, let me see.
Just we could talk about it. I don't know why it just occurred to me since we're talking about acquiring.
140.
Wow, yeah, it's all over the spot place here.
Again, and I'm in a state where that's MSRP. They've lost their ever-loving mind.
Because the price are.
No, like I said, it's Irish Distillers.
$94.99.
All right.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
I don't know.
I'm also paying for a trip to Ireland to go to we're visiting 9 distilleries in 7 days.
That's going to be an expensive trip. Are you getting a new credit card just to buy whiskey on that?
So yeah,
what you got to do is sign up for one of those new credit cards that has 18 months on new purchases.
Yeah,
and interest 3 months.
I might need to do that. So part of the trip, we get 10 bottles per person sent home for free. So my husband's going with me.
Absolutely, you got to use that.
We're gonna max that.
But that's still not enough to cover. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the sorry, Sugar Kitty, forgive me. The Powers John's Lane Cask Strength is quite a nice bottle.
I still haven't tried that one.
Well, if you are watching this week, Jason Calori and Mash and Drum in his St. Jude fundraiser, there may or may not be a bottle of that donated by my channel.
May or may not be, people.
There is.
That reminds me.
There's one in there.
That reminds me. I picked a Dusty.
But let me tell you, you did hear it here first.
Yes. Yeah.
That LaSalle is just.
Yeah. So
I know.
Please donate to St. Jude if you have the means. It's great. It's a great organization, and you'll have a chance to win a bottle that's only available in Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, in general, St. Jude's does a great job.
They do.
I mean, they honestly do. And it is a great organization, charity, and the money goes to the kids. And they're very open about what things cost, and they're very conscientious about things. So they've been around for a long time. Like I said, Danny Thomas knew what he was doing when he got involved in it, and
yeah, they are. So as soon as when I was starting to get some, I got an extra, just knowing that was coming up.
Yeah, we have it out here in Arizona. Right when you go off the freeway, there's a St. Jude's Hospital, and
well, they advertise for them here in Vegas.
Well, they do it here too, and it's just the kids.
But yeah, I can't. When I worked in a hospital and the kid would come through the emergency room, that was tough. Because
my dad went through cancer treatments and seeing those kids having to do it.
Children's Hospital was
right in the
on the opposite side of the porte cochere.
Right.
And sometimes for motor vehicle accidents, when Life Flight would come in, they landed at Children's Hospital. But there's such a hustle and bustle. We're the level 1 trauma center. So they brought the kids and everybody over there. Well, of course, we'll stabilize them and do what we need to do. But then again, they go right back across the same porte cochere or driveway that they came from, back to the same hospital they just landed on. You know,
well, we've had the air evac out of my work, and just flown dudes that
they really medevac people out of where you work.
Yes, sir. And let me talk real quick. They take Maricopa County, and we fly them out, and they're working on in the helicopter. And if you've never sat in one of them helicopters, you got 2 nurses in there, me, because I'm security, and you're flying across the valley. And once you land inside of the city limits, there's always a sheriff that's in there because they know that we got one on board that needs to be watched. And once you fucking land, you're like, man, what the hell did this happen? And once you fucking get in there, you're like, oh my God. You know, it'll floor your mind. It'll floor your mind. Yeah, I've done a couple of them, Anthony.
Yep. I used to identify those people when they'd come in from MBAs, GSWs. Also MBAs is in motorcycle accidents. And man, you see some things. Let me tell you, it woke me up almost 30 years ago. And I'm a proponent of you don't drink and drive, people.
These are usually guys who, and I probably shouldn't say this on here on stream, but I'll do it anyway. These are guys that have had the crap kicked out of them. Oh yeah.
Well, it happens there.
Well, anyway,
anyway. Well, Ben, tell me.
What are you guys for next?
What's the next thing? Well, I'm going to Listau. Yeah. I know you don't have that.
How long are you planning on going tonight, Anthony?
Oh, gosh, at least another 30 minutes or a little more. To do a little supper.
Where the hell do you go from this?
You want a night ender?
What are you going to tell me to grab the shark?
How he says that you want a night ender, Ben? In other words, just hit that button where the head
I'm into too much sweetness right now.
I'd say it's sweet, but it's also heated.
I'm going to the Queen's Jam, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't really want to leave the PX.
Do those valves.
Do another pour of the PX.
Yeah, but then it'll go away faster.
That's a night ender. It won't
do another pour of the PX. I mean, I know you don't have any more red breast or anything like that.
I have red breast cast strength. I have red breast 15.
Well, I'll get to the cast strength right after the Listau.
So Gandhi is having some Cologne Panger PX Pachin shot up front.
Oh man.
He was my Patreon giveaway winner and won a Pachin flight, and that is a phenomenal.
You know what I want to do? I want to go back to the Dunhills now. I'm going to taste a little bit more of the Dunhills after the red breast.
Imagine
the red breast is almost syrup.
Than PX.
It is. This PX is fabulous.
But I want to see what happens if you go back to the higher age now.
Oh,
Try it. Try it.
I mean, why not?
Compare and contrast.
That's right.
Get
Well,
yourself
you're also
another
going
glass.
from a pot still to a single malt.
Get yourself another glass and pour a little of the PX in there. And
hey, I got the green background going for you. I got the green shirt
I
on.
noticed the green.
Well,
I got the toodly doo.
The toodly doo.
You're ready for March.
All right. Where's that style, Z-Man?
And I didn't have any of this crap till I met Stacy.
All right.
She's right there, brother.
I think
Make
I
sure your
literally
glass has 2 minutes.
owned one or two bottles of Irish whiskey when I met Stacy. I had the Green Spot finished in Zinfandel. I had a Redbreast cask strength that I put up an old original box.
You had the old one. Ooh, Eric's going hard in the paint too.
And that's about it.
Irishman
Damn.
17.
I've never seen that bottle. Never seen it.
It's so when you do see it, you got to buy it up quick because they do go fast.
Hey, you said that. and I was
It's totally
amazing.
different, but it stands up.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the price, and it's an exceptional price. It's usually under 200.
It's usually under 2.
Well, I mean, for a 17-year-old heavy Oloroso sherry,
I can
cast
tell you
finished
it's
single malt.
more.
Oh,
Well, I'm a
stop
big-
it, Stacy. I'm going to go broke.
I'm a big fan of $10 a year.
Egg roll says hydrate.
So 170 is what I expect.
I was going to say, where's egg roll? I was just looking. I'm like, I didn't see egg roll pop in here. But yeah, okay. Now I went to Lestal, everybody.
I don't have any.
That's all right.
When I bought this bottle 2 years ago, and it was delish. And I was at a buddy's house, and he's like, "What the hell are you drinking?" And I poured him a dram of it, and he's like, "Man, that fucking shit's good." And I was like, "Man, I didn't think it was that good." And I compared it to Jameson. I'm like, "Nah, that's not Jameson."
No, they're night and day.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, this is delicious. I have a lot of it left. I had to buy another bottle. I paid $60 for this 2 years ago.
That's a great deal. Unfortunately, it is 20, 30 more now.
Well, I don't,
There's a story-
I don't really care about that because it is what it is. You're going to pay what you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
So
if you don't,
I'll talk to you afterward. Sorry.
you're going to pay what you're going to pay for it.
yeah.
Yeah. So now I've got the Lestal. Oh, man, that's beautiful on the nose.
Is
I
there
get marzipan on that.
Yeah, I
Is
was just
there-
going to say it's a marzipan finish.
an agent of the style or no?
No, NAS.
It's a non-age statement, but I can't
What do you
remember what
think?
they said. If they thought it was supposed to be like 10 to 12 years.
Okay.
You know, I heard that, but I wasn't sure. Honestly, I've heard that, and I go, I can't find that anywhere.
No,
but
they're
you-
not going to put that on paper.
But I told people it's probably 4 to 6. Is
No,
what
it's
I'm gonna taste,
way
but I don't taste any young note.
It's way older than that.
Yeah, well, I don't taste any, but like I tell people, I go, generally, maybe 4 to 6 years. I go, it's not young whiskey, like 2, 3 years,
No.
but 4, 6.
I don't taste any young
Everything
age.
I've read, I'm thinking they said it was like 10 to 12.
So the tasting notes are a rich infusion of dark fruit, prunes, dates, and figs, with licorice, marzipan, toasted oak, and aromatic spice.
I do
And
get
happy.
marzipan. That's why I
Yeah.
always drink it when I make Christmas cookies.
The taste is silky smooth, pot still, assertive spice,
It
balanced
has-
with
it
richness
has-
of sherry finish, and a contribution of fresh Spanish oak.
It has
Finish is
everything.
endless, sweetness and assorted spice.
Yes, sir.
Endure with Oloroso sherry and Spanish oak. Have the last word.
It's more sherry than it is anything. So to me, it's like eating doing baking cookies, and then doing sherry on top of it.
92 proof. It's not bad. 46 ABV.
That's what makes this good. If you're gonna hand me a cookie and put sherry on top of it, that's the perfect drink. Perfect.
It is. It's a cookie. It's like cookies and a little bit, like the oakiness, and because it is a little. You do get those tannins. You get a little bit of drying, but it's cookies and marzipan, and it's a cookie.
Yeah. And that's what makes it tasty. And the fucking problem is you buy the bottle. When I first bought it, I was like, man, this ain't gonna be shit. And I fucking sat there in my buddy's house and I was sipping on it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is this I'm drinking? And he's like, we made a part of it. And we drank it together. And I gave him Buffalo Trace once and he told me it tastes like wood. Okay. Tastes like wood. But he drank this Redbreast LaSalle. And it was a whole different thing, a whole different journey. So
yeah, I bust that out. I can, and I'm good about ignoring the bottle most of the year until it's Christmas time, and I have to make 6 dozen cookies for one of my Irish organizations, and that's the whiskey I bust out, set on the table, and I drink the whole time I'm making the cookies.
There you go.
Sugar King, inquiring minds, it's allspice. Shh.
I don't know if it's allspice or nutmeg. I got on that one more.
I think more allspice than anything, really, because it just it just coats your palate right.
They're tough, honestly. So I actually do have the spices in the cabinet, and I have the nutmeg, allspice, clove, mace, all of it, and cinnamon. And I go to it. I'm like, okay, what am I think this is this, and I'll go and. Because it is. Baking spice is very indicative of Irish single pot still whiskey. But it's just...
I don't know.
Sometimes.
I don't know why, but I like pot.
Allspice married David Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hot in here. I just had to open a window since it's so nice out.
It is. I know it's a warm day today. It was. We were in a very small liquor store that I was actually surprised they picked for the event because
I think it might actually be all the pot still that's making me hot.
But yeah, it was warm today. So when it was packed up with people, I think we went through like 3 bottles of water.
Ben, you're always hot, brother. You know that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But
if hairy potatoes are hot.
So let me ask all of you a question. Pot still. Do you taste the copper in the pot still?
Anthony's,
if you drink really bad stuff, you can.
Yeah, if you drink young crap, you probably would. I don't. On the older. I'm a
4-leaf whiskey where there might be metallic notes.
I'm a moonshiner kind of guy. I'm the guy that works on cars in the driveway, and I'll order whiskey and it'll show up in the driveway, and I got fucking 10 dudes hanging out, and we'll all be sipping on the shit. And whenever shit that's something still, they're all into it.
I will
with that proper shit.
I will do a review as soon as I get those. I said that I would not be. Ohio doesn't have minis of those, and I said I'm not buying a full bottle of that shite to do a review. But if somebody gives me a bottle of it, a small bottle, I will do a review of it.
So I did, and then they will have this glorious little place on Earth.
Suffer for you all.
Yeah, I'm not buying it either. Proper 12.
It's $30.
You know what we should do? We should film that together when I'm in Ohio.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
So McGregor doesn't own that anymore, right?
McGregor, so he doesn't own it, but he is still a spokesperson for the brand. But he sold off his shares.
Oh yeah, he made a shitload.
Oh yeah, he did.
I've actually heard rumor that it got worse after he sold it.
How could it get worse?
I've heard from the original batch. I heard the second batch is better. I've heard it's worse. So I've never bought a second batch. I bought one of the first bottles before I really knew anything about it.
How do I know if
it was rough? It was rough.
How do I know if this is batch 1 or batch 2?
That's batch 2.
How do you know if it's batch 1?
That they didn't make minis of batch 1.
Oh, did they make 3?
Remember, they're trying to get rid of the shit.
No,
because now I want to go on a mission to find batch 1. How do I know if it's batch 1?
God help you!
Why? What the hell is wrong with you? If you want to waste money,
because then we could do a 3-way. We could do 3-way suffering.
Oh
no! I don't want to drink it again. It took me all I could to get through the first one. It was one of those, like, we were playing darts and you just had to shoot something and just get it down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was rough. I just remember it being very, very rough and very metallic.
Good analogy, Gandy.
Yeah.
So if you want to know when you could taste the still, that's when.
Yeah. So his first batch, so it was, people are like, oh, it's Bushmills. It's not Bushmills. Trust me, Bushmills would claim it if it was Bushmills. He bought all the cheap Bushmills casks that they put up for sales. So the stuff that wasn't good enough to make a $20 bottle of Bushmills, that's what he bought.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Well, it's proper shite is what it is.
It's shite.
Proper shite. But I watch people every time I go to like Total Wine, they go over to it and they grab this bottle. Oh, let's grab proper 12. And
I want to know.
I want to go over there and say, what the hell is wrong with you?
I want to know who's buying handles of it, and I kind of want to pull them aside and have a talk.
They don't give a shit. They want to sell you the product. They want to sell you
go.
Anthony, you'd be proud. I have intervened when I was at a liquor store, and the liquor store cashier actually recommended it to someone. And I couldn't.
They want to get rid of it.
I had to intervene at that point.
They want to get rid of it, so I got it.
I have a serious question. Do I have anything else, Stacy, that might be Irish and PX? Or have I exhausted it?
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Exactly, Eric.
Other than the cologne.
Exactly right.
But that's special. That's like we drink that one night.
Yeah, we can drink that. Here, I got more of it.
I know, but
that's peated.
Yeah.
I
haven't eaten yet. I literally haven't eaten yet today. So
okay, you might not want to do this. I think it's 60% then.
It doesn't matter.
Ben, just do it. Just do it. Go on. Just do it.
It's a brilliant bottle.
You know what? I'll do like a quarter of what I have left. I'll do a splash.
Oh, come on.
Well, this is all I have in the world.
No, you've got more at my house.
Which one?
No, I know, but you don't have a lot of it either. It's not like there's much of it.
Which one is that again?
There's always another bottle.
Stacy, tell them about what this is.
So that is Cologne Distillery, which I'm a massive Cologne fan.
She is the leader of the Cologne quote.
I'm the leader of the Cologne cult, the Cologne enthusiast group. They named me chairperson for 2023-24. So Cologne Distillery is a very small distillery in Ireland. It literally is the size of most people's 3-car garage. Like it's that small. And they have created a cult following doing source whiskey, and they finally made their own distillate and released it. And they released it under the name Baron Tool. So cask one.
Back up. What's it called under?
Baron Tool. So Cologne Baron Tool.
This bottle here.
BARANTUIL.
This is the only release.
They
of
look
it
like this,
right?
Oh, that's the 350.
The only one in the US.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's the only US release.
Gotcha. That's the 350. Okay, I gotcha.
Yes, that's what they look like. So, you had to win, and everybody entered to win a chance to buy cask one, very first bottle of their own distillate. They do double distillation. They don't do triple. They do worm tub condensing. They do a lot of natural yeast, where they'll just roll everything outside and let nature take its course with the yeast. They do a lot of domestic yeast.
That's peaty.
So they do a lot of peated stuff. So I was fortunate enough to win cask one, a chance to buy cask one. So that is cask one. It's a PX finish. It's called turfed. In Ireland, they could call it turfed, not peated.
So you taste
I don't know how else you could describe this other than the nose is sweet smoke.
Yes.
Oh,
it is
absolutely.
So the thing about cologne, when you buy the cologne Baron Tools, you're going to get a card that they measure old school. So they measure by the sack. So they're going to tell you like 3 3/4 sacks oats, 12 1/4 sack malted barley, 3/4 sack peated malted barley. They're going to tell you exactly everything. They're going to tell you the hours of distillation. They're going to tell you, what they use for the yeast. They're going to tell you everything about it.
Did you like it or not?
Oh, it's so freaking good.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's really good.
All right, here we go.
So that bottle, because it was their first bottle, the very few that have made it to secondary have been going for $1,000.
It's an absolute chocolate bomb.
Yeah.
Really?
Smoky,
sweet chocolate.
Like fruity chocolate.
Yeah. Almost with berries.
You guys are killing me
almost
here.
like
I don't have that.
All right, so you ever have the Cadbury fruit and nut bar?
Yeah, that's
no, but I want one because I don't have
like
that.
Yeah.
Don't pour that.
I mean, it's not nutty, but the fruit in the European chocolate.
Did you get 2 of those, Z-Man?
Really? Ben,
here
I have one that actually might rival that. A friend of mine who is an acquaintance, who's a firefighter in Ireland, did a cask, and it's another PX finish.
Is it obtainable?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You can try it at my house.
I know. Yeah, me and Stacy get shitty.
I've been known to call off work the next day.
That's the problem right there.
Around. I'm just gonna schedule it next time.
Good job, Cool Running. Set that shite straight.
Yes.
God.
The thing is, though, Cool Running, correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody in Ireland is actually buying it.
Oh, except for his one friend.
Yeah.
What, Cologne?
No.
Proper
12.
No. Yeah.
But I mean,
I didn't think anybody outside of a UFC.
Now that I'm rocking a Fitbit Sense, I even have a green band on today.
You're ready.
There you go. There you go, Ben.
Oh, you got it too.
No, it's Apple, but yeah, it's green.
Yeah, I don't have an Apple Watch. I have a high-end Fitbit. That's somebody in Facebook Marketplace is getting rid of way too cheap.
I didn't care if I ever got one, but once I got it, it's like, holy shit, how do I do without it? Hey,
well, now
Bourbon Baller, cheers.
Baller, answer your text messages. God damn it.
Damn it. Thanks for stopping in and smashing that like button and saying hello.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Always.
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna have
to. Can I say something before you leave?
Yeah.
Baller's dad's not been doing well, so raising a glass to Vic, hoping he turns it around.
Cheers.
Baller's is having trouble right now.
Thoughts and prayers, Baller.
And to Baller. Cheers, Lee. With the last sip of the rarest Irish whiskey I own.
One of the rarest I own. I'm glad you enjoy it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Sorry, stuff does not need to be in a
sir.
cask for 20 years to be great.
Dude, you're a loyal supporter of us all here on Whiskey Tube. And if our thoughts and prayers can help you in any way, we are so glad to give them to you. And I mean that truthfully. Thank you for what you do for us all.
Yep. I have whiskey I never would have had because of Baller.
I've never had a Baller pick until somebody sent me one. I'm like, holy shit, you're right.
I was drinking a Baller pick last night.
I have his hazmat. I have a sample of the hazmat.
I have a bottle of his hazmat.
Stop it, people.
Spicy
Well,
green
I'll be going to cast strength. That's the closest I'm going to get to hazmat right now.
Is there any Irish hazmat?
What's hazmat?
140,
40,
70% or higher.
Yeah,
No,
140.
not yet. There's the highest that I am aware of is the one I gave Anthony at 67.5.
I was going to say this one because I asked that question.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, guys. I have got to call it a night. I am almost 10 hours in for drinking for today.
That doesn't make you bad.
No,
that
means
doesn't
I'm
make you bad.
preparing for the next couple weeks.
But thank you for popping in. You know,
oh, thank you.
I mean, it's might as well been a 4-leaf whiskey stream. It was great to have.
No,
you.
I am not in the condition to run it. Is the thing.
Well, let me just say,
thank you, Anthony.
it's a pleasure to have you
Thank
here.
you for making me spend so much money on Irish whiskey.
I am happy to do so anytime, Ben, and I will continue to do so.
Well, we're going to stay here a little bit longer and continue drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Sláinte, everyone.
Cheers, Stacey.
Happy International Irish Whiskey Day.
Yes, raise the glass.
Thank you. And there was 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's so much fun. Love her channel.
I do too, but I didn't expect her to pop on, so it was
I
great.
pulled this up
almost
and
2 hours.
I'm like, look who's fucking on here. I'm like, holy shit.
But it was great.
Yes, sir.
It was great. She was here. But well, what are you going to drink next, Ben?
I don't know. I'm like, I don't really want to leave PX, but I don't know where else I could go.
Get your Dunville back. Oh no, you just had Dunville. Go back to the PX on the other one, or find
the Redbreast.
Because,
I mean, I love it, but I don't want to drink it all because I don't have another one.
Well, yeah.
Well, then you have to go buy it.
Yeah, but it's so much more money now.
Oh, you freaking cheap ass.
I'm not cheap. Anybody who called me cheap could look behind me and know I'm not cheap.
That's true.
My friends actually refer to me as the broken Jew. Okay?
I like that.
I'll drink more PX.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the Redbreast cask strength next because the next one is the small batch cask strength, but it comes in at a higher ABV. So the Redbreast cask strength is 57.6. The small batch cask strength, which is an NAS, is 58.7. Yeah, do the PX.
I am. I did another splash.
Go ahead. Splash. Let me see your splash. To see if it's a worthy splash.
But it's in a toodly-doo.
Yeah.
Okay. Toodly-doo. All right.
So I don't know how to measure that. You know what I mean?
That's a toodly-doo. That is what we're going to call
I don't know how to measure a pour in this.
From here on in, that's a toodly-doo. When you have that much in your glass, that's what it's going to be known as. Everybody understand that? Toodly-doo.
It drives me
cheers, Adam.
Absolutely crazy. That married poor fuck.
Thank you for popping in, smashing that like button, saying hi, and congratulations for taking time out to visit us. We know you're a busy man this week, but great to have you pop in.
Holy Adam. Good.
He's getting married this week.
He's married. He's done.
Done. He's got the ring. She put the noose around the neck.
He's got the 3rd ring. He had the engagement ring, wedding ring. Now he's on to the suffering.
So he didn't get a ring on each finger. Where'd the ring go?
Oh shit!
What, you never heard that, Anthony?
Oh yes, I have. I just didn't expect you to blurt it out here, but I should know better.
I've worn the 3rd ring.
Well, here we go. Redbreast cask strength is the next pour. I can't believe you people forced me to drink.
Shut up.
Put a little toodly-doo in the glass. And that is now
you don't have a toodly-doo yet, Anthony?
I don't have a toodly-doo, but I poured a toodly-doo pour.
I have 2 toodly-doos.
I don't have one. But that is now going to be a scientific measurement.
It's got like a Star Trek base on it. It's like got a whole weird thing.
I saw that. I just don't have that. But so
there's
now
like,
we got red.
There's all kinds of symbolism and shit. Stacy knows it all. I don't.
I don't have a toodly doo.
She told me there were these glasses, and I couldn't pronounce the name, so I had to buy it.
Well, I did a toodly doo pour.
Toodly-doo.
Ta-da. Now this just has a touch bit more alcohol, ethanol on the nose compared to the last ones. Of course, coming in at that proof and in cast strength. So, yeah. But again, this is an NAS, if I'm not mistaken. No, or is this 12-year? No, 12-year. I apologize. It's the 12-year. I got confused. I was looking at the one and I go, wait a minute. Which one did I pour? All right. Here we go.
Bada boom, bada bang.
That's it. That's it. Cheers, Marty. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Smash that like button. Support the channel.
Cheers, Marty.
Always great to see you. I know you're home now. So. But see, I still get that nice, sweet bread type note. You have two toodly doos, only use them for Irish whiskey. You know, I'm going to have to make a shirt that says that. Toodly doo. I'm going to have to. I'll talk to my wife. I say, you need to make a shirt. Toodly doo. And that's going to be a measurement. I'm going to have to get her to make a Glen and put a line or show some liquid in there. So people would say, what is that? Well, that's a toodly doo. When you don't quite know what you got, that's a toodly doo.
No, that's this thing.
Well, I understand that, but that's the pour. When you put it in a glass, you don't know what you got or about how much. It's a toodly doo.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah. So when people say, I'm just going to pour a little toodly doo, then you know it's just like, you know, a finger. Technical term, a finger, a toodly doo.
So, Anthony, are you working in security for the school district? Or
no. Gave that up a long time ago.
Was that a bad thing to say?
No. I didn't ever work like that for the school district. I worked in the casinos many years ago as that. Then investigator.
I thought you went from casino to security to school.
No. Started out there and then went to investigator to risk management. And then the guy that dealt with the people that said, oh, I'm going to sue you. Well, get in line. Get in line. There's plenty of other people that tell me that. Oh, by the way, that means I don't have to talk to you anymore. Click. That was the best part. But then I was the mostly the OSHA guy, health department, fire department, building code, so on and so forth. And then when they decided to eliminate my job, I went to the school district and become a custodian. So I love it.
Custodian meaning janitor?
Yep.
Well,
exactly.
Well, more maintenance, right?
Yeah, I actually do. But exactly.
And now you supervise it.
Yep. Hey, Paul. Cheers, man.
Cheers,
thanks for coming in, popping that like button. I sure hope you got a glass of Irish whiskey poured for International Irish Whiskey Day. But glad to see you, man. Thank you for taking the time and popping in here and saying hi. But I do. I just love the sweet bread note on this shit, Ben.
This PX is dumb. This is dumb.
It's good. It's just plain good. Now this is the Red Brex.
But my problem is if I had 6 bottles of this, I would drink it every single time I streamed.
You would put a straw in it.
Yeah,
it's that good. But now, just so everybody knows, this is the cask strength Red Breast that I just poured, the 12-year. This is fabulous.
What's the batch on yours?
Hold on. I knew you were going to ask that. I was going to say, you're going to ask me the batch, aren't you? And you blurted it out before I got it. Batch number B120.
Okay.
57.6 ABV. But this is it's an excellent pour. Excellent pour.
Yeah.
You're an excellent pour.
I'm getting there. When I get to the next cast strength, I will be. Uh-oh. A DuPont Kilhoen. God, I can't speak anymore. I've had too many pours, but don't make you bad.
So I've been security for years. You didn't want to keep pursuing that, or no?
No. I'm in my retirement job. Yes, I'm done. I'm done being
Dude, yeah. Do you really know what beat up means?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Beat up means having to confront a guy with a weapon in the middle of the casino and actually take it from them when they pull it.
I've gotten 3 broken ribs. I've had 2 teeth knocked out. Go down the flight of stairs with a guy. And that's beat up. And none of it was intentional. The 2 teeth were like, how is that? Shit went on, and you handle it. Because you're trying to get the dude into a different cell, if you will.
Yep.
And you just start to realize, what the fuck am I doing? And I came back to work. And they gave me fucking, I don't know what the drug was. They gave me some drug that was.
But Eric, no, I have not had the 21. Sorry, Z-Man. I haven't had the 21. Been tempted, but I haven't had the 21.
It's gone up in price so much.
Well, I will say this, Cooler Running. Heavy is subjective. You're heavy, my heavy, Z-Man's heavy, Ben's heavy. And besides, I'm sure you're a professional and you understand when to say when.
Yes. Well, yeah, you understand your limits. Yeah, and when you can stop or don't stop. And
they are cool running. I don't have those, but you're right. That cast strength in those years are amazing. And the only reason why I know is because people have told me about those, and they are really good. Really? So that's an old elk, Paul? Is that what you're talking about? On that particular one you're sipping on? I mean, it's okay. You don't have to have Irish. You want to sip on bourbon or you want to sip on a single malt, you go right ahead. But I'm just trying to figure out, are you talking about old elk? Really? I am waiting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That would be amazing. So make sure when you fly by in the car and you blow the horn, give me a second to come out before you throw it at the door, Eric. So thank you very much. Really. 27 people still here listening to us, Ben, Z-Man. So appreciate you all.
They're listening to you. I'm just kind of chilling here in the background.
Well, that's what happens when you drink whiskey.
Stupidly delicious
PX Sherry, yes, and Redbreast. But thank you for everybody that's here and smashing that like button and saying hello. That's for sure. Okay. That's what I thought you were talking about, but I just wanted to make sure, Paul. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Yeah. I don't have that one, but from the people I know like you that do have it, they said it is definitely a very nice sipper. Very nice sipper. I bought 2 Redbreast 21s and holy shit. Good man. Yeah. Yeah, that the price it is ridiculous. I will say it is ridiculous. But yeah, at $192, as I say, if it was that price here now, I would think about it.
Yeah. Well, that's Canada too, Peter.
But anyway, now the cast strength is really, really exceptional in the Redbreast. The extra added oomph in the proof,
Yeah.
I really enjoy. I really enjoy.
But
Now
don't
let me
you,
say this. I don't feel it is as flavorful as the standard PX that Bourbon has in his glass. Okay. But there is a thicker, creamier vanilla note that I do get from it that I don't generally get out of the PX. Now, I believe, and I've said this before, that when you get north of 100, I think it brings out more flavor in whiskey in general.
Yeah.
In general, I do. But that being said, some whiskeys, and I'm not picking on Irish, but particularly since that's what I'm drinking right now, I think their sweet spot for me is more between 43 and 45 ABV. I think that is the true mark. 45 for me seems to always be that, oh my gosh, mark for that particular style of whiskey or whatever. I think the flavor is absolutely amazing and absolutely delicious, particularly when I'm going back to the writer's tears that I started with first this evening. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that particular proof. Of course, the Marsala cask that it's finished in, it really helped that whiskey. Not that the whiskey itself is bad, but the flavors and that proof were absolutely amazing. And then, of course, as I went through the Redbreast 12, the Redbreast PX Sherry, the Lestau, and now the cast strength Redbreast, and then I'm sorry, I missed one. The first one was the Writer's Tears. Then I went to the Egan's Conviction 10-year that's finished in cognac, which I absolutely love. Then I went to the other one. So the 12-year, the Lestau, the cast strength, and then I still have one here that I've got to go through. But man, they're fabulous. But that 45 ABV for me on an Irish, I will say it, is perfect. So non-chill filtered, no color added, 45 ABV is beautiful.
Yo, what's up, Doug? Cheers, man. Still need to meet up with you.
Cheers, man. Thanks for popping in here, saying hi to us, and smashing that like button tonight.
That poor guy lives in a dump.
Where's he at?
Staten Island.
Oh. Okay, there you go. Not you can tell me he lives on Strong Island.
No, that's where I live, except for that is probably the dumbest name I've ever heard and never called it that once in my life.
Everybody here does.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine that was born and raised there. That's what he calls it.
I've
Mhm.
never once referred to this place as that in my life.
But
you notice I won't even say it, drunk on Irish
no,
whiskey.
no, I know what you're talking about. But I'm just saying, when he first said it, I'm like, what are you talking about? He says Strong Island. I go, what?
What the fuck is that? Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
Let me get a beer. I'll be right back.
get a beer.
Get that Miller Lite, yo.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, and that's because I looked at him and go, what are you talking about, Strong Island? Anyway,
Dumb shit. That's what he's talking about.
dumb shit. Got it. Got it. But anyway, he said, I love the cast strength, but it just doesn't have that nice, balanced viscosity and sweetness as the PX. Just doesn't. I mean,
Nothing
it's good.
does.
I'll drink it every day, but if I'm going to sit and sip, I don't have a problem with this, but I would drop back to that Redbreast PX.
I don't know any other whiskey I own, and I own a lot of whiskey and a lot of whiskey that I adore. But I don't know anything else that has that balance that I could just put a straw in it.
Nope.
Like you said earlier.
No, exactly.
It's just I'm sitting here drinking it, and it's like I could fill this glass and drink it. I would have a bad day tomorrow, but I could do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hold the fort down for a second, Ben. I'll be right back. I'm going to reach up here on the shelf and grab something.
Let me get into this. Let me get into the comments then.
Yeah, get into the comments. Do your thing. Just give you a second. I'll be right back. I'm right here. Oh.
That was an interesting sound, Anthony.
Isn't it?
The best advice I ever got was from my buddy Pete's Yaya, which was don't get old. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to follow that yet. What's up, Mark? Northwest Bourbon in the house. Cheers, brother. GT Mustang 09 poured some Powers Gold Label. I don't have much Irish whiskey. Yeah, that's because you haven't hung out with Stacy. Once you hang out with Stacy, Irish bottles just start appearing. It's kind of weird. I went from like 2 to like 20 or more. I don't even know how many I have now. But it's weird. They're freaking delicious. What's up, Home Slice Northwest Bourbon? Everybody's saying what's up to Mark. Everybody's saying what's up to Cool Running. Cool Running, I know you're like down like nowhere near here, but I forget where you're at. For some reason, I've got like the Caribbean. Marty, I have not cracked that Foggy Burl yet. I haven't gotten into that. I picked up on Marty's very strong recommendation, the Redwood Empire's first single malt. I have not gotten into that yet, Marty. Like, it was the point where Marty has never texted me like, you need this whiskey before. He's texted me asking for whiskey, but he's never said, you need a bottle of this. And he did that with that bottle, so I bought it. But no, I have not gotten into it yet. And tonight's Irish night, apparently. Yeah, it's like Ireland and stuff. Yeah. Cheers. Gandy Robe. I bought 4 bottles of Irish this weekend. Stacy is to blame and to be applauded. It's both. What did you get, Gandy? Uh-oh, the hat came off. You know things were serious.
Well, I hit it on the top of the shelf because I forgot. I was like, I'm going to pull down my Limavady. And I'm like, shite. After I was going through it, and I'm like, that's right. I gave it away. So I finished the bottle I had.
You can't give away this bottle. This bottle is an instant decanter as soon as you're done with
Well,
it.
it is, but I can get another one. So that's not a problem. But
how much are they down there now?
Here, they're about 45. When I originally bought my
so
two,
they are still
was
not
39.
sold. This is still not sold in New York. It's sold in every surrounding state, but they're over $50 now.
Oh,
And
shit.
when I first saw these and I got my first bottle, it was like $35.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was like a year ago. It wasn't even long ago.
Yep. I'm the one that told you I picked mine up in Arizona for that price. Yep.
And I was like, get me one because it would be cheaper for you to ship it to me than me buy one.
Yeah. But
And then you're like, the price went up.
But I think that's what, 92 proof?
Yep, 46%.
Yep. But it's a nice finish on that whiskey. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. I really do. But
it's not that Redbreast though.
No, it is not Redbreast. I will give you that. It is not, because Redbreast is Oloroso and then the PX sherry, where that's just the PX, which is fine. It's a nice drink. It's a very nice sipper. Absolutely, the Limavady. The Limavady is an exceptional drink, even at $50 for the bottle. I would have no problem paying that for a Limavady. But like I said, I went up there to get it, and I know I talked about it earlier, but I had a moment, and I'm like, oh shit! I gave it to Jonathan. So when he's here, and matter of fact, he should be back in Massachusetts now. But I gave it to him when we met up last Saturday for breakfast, because he was out here for a conference for real estate. And so I had met him on Saturday, and we had breakfast and chatted and exchanged some samples. And believe me, I connected
him with Andrew too, but I don't know if they ended up meeting up or not.
I don't know. He didn't say, but I've got a shitload of samples from him.
No, they didn't know each other, but I gave them each other's numbers so they could try.
Well, he did contact me, but he must have been busy, because I didn't ask him, because he's visiting now. When he got done with his conference, I think it was Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he was at relatives here in Vegas. So I didn't bother him, but he did ask me some questions. So I was in communication with him. But anyway.
Yeah. No, but after you had met up with him like a day or two later, I had got him in touch with Andrew. Apparently they didn't know of each other. And I'm like, well, here's two cool people. Like, I put them in a group chat together, and
okay. And
then they didn't talk after one exchange. I figure they dropped to their own conversation because I didn't see anything after that.
Yeah.
But whether they did or not, I put them together,
That's all you can do. You bring them together, and what happens from there, that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, cool running. As a matter of fact, I'm
gonna have a special Irish pour right now.
You should.
Something that even Stacy doesn't have.
Hold on. Let me go over there and just zoom in. Hold on, Mike. Oh shit, wrong guy. Apologize. There we go.
This is the King's Code. This is Irene Tan's first true release blend. 18% Shmona Schmilty.
Well, make sure you pour a good tootly do.
Like 75% ish Schmerginia, and then a schmiddle bit of Schming Schmowny.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Okay.
It tastes like apple juice.
Oh, well, pour yourself a good tootly do of that. But
60%.
Yes, 60 point what?
It is 60.6.
Yeah, I know. Pour a good tootly do. You didn't pour a good tootly do in there. I could see it.
I haven't had dinner yet, dude.
I haven't either.
I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet either.
Well, I can't say that, but still. Let's bring Mr. Stahl in here. Cheers, brother. Oh, he's got some powers there. I seen that come up. Focus. There we go.
Little John's
Hey, look at that.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
How are you, sir? Nice
you
hat,
go
by
live
the way.
You go live in an hour.
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
Yep.
Is it the honeymoon stream tonight?
No, they are in St. Lucia.
Yes,
Are
they
they? I was texting with Adam like a couple hours ago.
They got an international plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. He actually sent me some photos of the wedding. It was cool.
You gonna do an open pub? You gonna do an open pub or what?
Yep.
Cheers, man.
Open pub.
Does Livewire know how to roll any other way?
Oh, they roll a lot of ways, but we won't talk about it on here.
I like getting on
going
my
in
streams
for
for a
4 leaf
fucking
whiskey.
reason.
I'm at the rate I'm going. I'll be sleeping by then.
Hey,
Yeah, well,
we have to keep this.
I rock and roll Mike for 2 hours and I'm
We got to keep this nice now. Remember, I'm filling in for 4 leaf whiskey.
stop.
It isn't like I'm filling in for Livewire.
You're not filling in for
I
anybody.
think we're on to the 5th leaf by now.
So next week you can fill in if you want, Anthony. I won't be going live next week. I'll be in Nashville.
No. I might be in Yuma. I haven't decided.
Hey, Mike, actually, you want to know something interesting? You know what my company, what I just migrated some stuff to?
What?
A little something called Pure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anthony, come through here.
I didn't know it, but we were having some. I mean, we're talking shop a little bit here, but we were having some apparently some speed issues on some old storage. So they're like, "Hey, do you want to go to this new Pure?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes, you do. It's like I was using a minivan, but now I want a minivan with a Porsche engine.
Yeah. So we are now apparently a Pure customer.
Oh, there you go. Welcome aboard.
Unfortunately, I don't think Mike sold it, but maybe he did. I don't know.
Nope. Surprised the guys in New York sold it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I'm not so sure it's in New York. Well, it might be in Jersey, actually.
Oh,
I have to find. I actually don't know where the racks are. I have to find out.
They're upstairs laying in bed right now.
That's right.
Boom. Yeah, you like this?
It's fast as shit, though.
Irish. This is like it's got a little. Oh no, this one doesn't have the 4-leaf clover on it. The other one does.
It's a nice hat. Nice flat cap there.
Yeah, that thing would hover on my head so nicely.
It would.
That's the problem with my hair now. I can't wear a hat. My hair will actually push a hat off.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, your hair is so thick at
Ben?
the bottom.
Ben, if you get the hat like that has a propeller on the top, it pushes down continuously.
Yes, it is, Marty. I have 2 of them. Frankie loves these things. She gets them for me.
I tell you what, I'm ready to pull the trigger on one of those. They have the Irish one out, the green one.
If I want one, I just tell her, I'm like, oh, did you see this one? It's pretty cool. Next thing you know, it pops up, shows up.
Oh, I don't think I realized Cool Running was in Ireland. Oh, very cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I had in my head he was in the Caribbean.
No.
Jamaica? Yeah, I wonder.
That's why I said earlier we had France, we had UK.
Yeah,
Ireland,
I don't follow along.
I
know.
Here today.
I mean, he's been around forever. I knew that, but I don't know why I didn't realize he was in Ireland. So yeah, well, you can thank Stacy for me helping keep the economy alive.
Yeah.
Dude, Stacy is so awesome. I freaking love Stacy. So in 2 weeks, Stacy H is co-hosting Livewire with me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing the Irish St. Patty's Day. I have a St. Patty's Day shirt I'm going to wear. Already got it.
I might wear this same shirt because it's the only Irish shirt I own.
So if somebody wants to co-host with you, do they have to take a test or what do you want?
Oh yeah.
Yes. It's called a venereal disease test.
So send me the test. I'll sign up and we'll do it together, Mike.
Oh. I'm hoping I can go the
You
whole
all right,
time tonight.
Anthony?
My
I think I broke
back is
Anthony.
No, I think if me and Mike got on there together, people will fucking scream. What is
Look
this
how ready
idiot
he is.
going on there with them? So sign me up, Mike. Sign me up, Mike.
For sure, man.
Anthony McClem.
Right on, brother. You got my email.
Yourselves. I'll give you a top. Bro, I broke him.
Oh God. Anthony's hat was spinning around. I'll tell you though, these scally
I
hats.
wasn't expecting him to say it.
Hey,
And I had a mouthful
That is
of
my,
whiskey.
that is my role in this
Hey,
community to say what is unexpected and wrong.
I had a mouthful of whiskey,
Mike, look
and there
at
was
the
nowhere
chat.
for it to go.
Marty knows what's up.
Oh my gosh.
If you can't go all night, I'll take care of you.
Just think, Anthony acts all proper and he talks nice.
I'll give
Beautiful.
Z-Man admin so
But
he can
he's
shut it
just
down
as
when he's
sick
ready.
of fucking
Brother.
time.
Hey, this is Stacy's time. I'm trying to be respectful, not spit whiskey all over my computer.
Well, the cool thing, Mike, too, is to know that we have each other's phone number. So if we don't know what the fuck we're doing, we can just kind of like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, you just text it.
Well, the only sad thing is Z-Man won't pass.
Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you, Ben.
Hey,
Hey, Ben. I love you, brother. You know
Cheers, Burko.
Cheers,
Yeah, I
Steve.
love you too. I love you too, you fucking bastard.
cheers, man. Thank you for popping in, smashing that like button, and saying hello.
Yes, sir. I just thought
All
it
right.
was shit, man.
So, whoops.
It's hard to be on here sometimes.
All right, come on here. There we go.
I find that
Yeah.
hard to believe.
Hey, yeah. You
Well-
and I have talked. We know.
Oh,
All right. So the last pour for the night for me is going to be the Redbreast Small Batch Cask Strength. The only reason why I picked this over the Redbreast Cask Strength 12 is because this is a little higher ABV. So I figured I'd start with the bottom and work my way up.
so the blue one is because that was supposed to replace the Redbreast 12 cask strength, right? When it first came out, wasn't that like what everybody thought?
Yep.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen because the cask strength, the 12-year-old is much more refined.
That's
I mean,
good.
yeah, I put a dent in this bottle, but I think the 12-year is better, but we'll see. I mean, as time goes.
Well, my last pour is going to be from Stacy. It's not PX finish. It's the highest ABV Irish I own at 66%.
For a good toodly do. And
And
just
it
so
is
you know,
peated.
Mike,
And it is peated.
and just so you know, Mike, toodly do is now a measurement for whiskey.
Really?
Yes. That was coined by Bourbon, and I have made it official on this stream.
Yeah.
So when you say you're pouring a toodly do, and I'll pour one.
Look at the ppm on this, Anthony.
Well, hold on. Shit. I'm pouring whiskey here.
I think
Hold
I have
on.
that same batch.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guarantee you do if you have it from her because it was a single barrel.
Carefully crafted single cask
Oh,
of
the single barrel?
Yeah.
of something.
Just read the
single
second
malt
paragraph.
Irish whiskey has been proudly distilled. I can't read anymore.
Words.
Maturated
This unique
and
single cask of peated single malt, 100%
55.
peated malt with a phenol count of 55 ppm.
oh, that's a beautiful part.
Double distilled to produce an Irish whiskey with an extraordinary depth of flavor and fully matured for over 6 years in a European oak cask that previously held cognac blended with an orange liqueur.
Fully
Yeah.
matured. Let me tell you.
Yeah, this bottle don't suck.
No, it's
No.
good. It's good.
Yeah, no, this is a single
It
cask.
may
Mike.
blow,
You
but
will
it
never
does not
have another one of these.
Yeah, I can't start this early though with Pete.
No,
Yes, you
you've
can.
got a few hours to go. All right, I'm pouring a toodly do.
I'm like 7 pours in and I haven't eaten today, so you know.
Me
Hey,
either. Well, no, that's not true. I had breakfast and lunch, but
I just had soup.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
There were 2 days I didn't eat this week at all on the medication I'm on, but I went up 2 pounds. Life isn't fair.
You got to take a dump.
that sucks.
Oh, believe me, that has not been a problem this week.
Mhm.
Not been a problem. Well, thank you for sharing.
Marty,
All right.
the turnaround, I want to say was about 10 days on the Scally caps.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah, that
faster
thing
if
was
you pay
actually
for.
over above my head.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's a little bit big. She gets me one, but I'd rather have it a little big than like.
My hair actually pushes off baseball caps at this point.
Okay.
This is but thing I don't like is it's the penguins.
Hey, watch yourself there, Mike. Watch yourself.
Who likes Pittsburgh?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know they made gay hats.
Yeah, right. Penguins. It's all Linux.
Let me get a little closer for you.
That's a smelly looking finger.
It is.
Why was it brown at the tip?
He was picking his nose. Wait.
Did you actually make me a
Well,
napkin?
Mike, I can go pee at this time of the night.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want this time of night.
Yeah, it's almost bedtime for you.
It's getting close the way I'm
Oh,
drinking.
come on, pour a toodly do. Come on, let me see.
This is special, dude. This is not
I
like
know, but pour toodly
it's
do.
66%. All right, here you go.
Okay, that is acceptable. Yes, thank you.
It's 66%. This is
I don't give a shit. I don't
we're in
give a shit.
freaking Stag Junior territory in Irish
I
whiskey.
don't give a shit. Pour toodly do.
Yep.
Hey, NOB, cheers, man.
Mm.
Thanks for coming in, saying hi, and smashing the like button and supporting the channel. Appreciate you.
Dan OB.
Yeah, cheers. And don't forget, Livewire Whiskey in 29 minutes. I won't be here that long, but because I'm going to go eat supper eventually. But 29 minutes.
Wow, Anthony. Just kidding. Never an obligation.
No,
Unless you're Z-Man. You better fucking be there.
that's right.
This
He'll
is
be
it.
there.
I don't even know how else to explain this one other than I get a minty smoke.
Minty.
It almost has like a spearmint note in the smoke. Mike has had butt sex planned for tonight.
Well, that
Yeah,
was a
for
little
after?
too much information, but hey, I appreciate everybody that came here just to hear Burben say that and smash that like button.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh,
Man,
the
I
things
love
they can
Alex.
say right now that I'm not.
Sex.
Then stop. It starts at butt sex.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right. I don't have the blue, but I do have 12 cask strength. I'm going to have that.
Well,
You should. I just finished that before I poured the small batch cast strength. And let me
What
just
is
say
that? What's the proof on the small batch cask strength?
58.7. It's higher
Oh,
than the
117.
12.
I'm going to try something. I'm going to
But-
try a piece of dark chocolate with this Petey's Irish.
Good. Try it.
You know what's really not very good is Atkins chocolate, like at all.
No.
Never good.
But
Yeah.
then Ben, you needed to chew that chocolate.
And
a
you
little
will
more
fart like
before
the
you had
wind
it.
if you eat any of that shit.
But
Oh,
let
I
me just
have
say
before.
this. So the small batch cast strength, which is an NAS on the redbreast, it says it's a satisfying note of dried fruits, red berries, citrus, toasted oak, vanilla, and licorice. A complex balance of mixed fruit flavors, pot still, and wood spice follows with a lingering mellowness to the finish.
Dan OB, get a Kilhoman.
Buy the cast strength, the 12-year-old, before you buy this. And I mean it. This isn't bad. It isn't terrible. But for the money, just go ahead and get the 12-year-old age stated cast strength. I think this is good, but the 12-year-old age stated red breast cask strength blows
It's
it
better.
out of the water.
Yeah, that was Yoda's kind of feedback was the blue is not worth the money.
Right.
No, it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with it. But once you have that the age shade, the 12-year, shit. It's good. And you know what? The blue, for all we know, could be 12-year, but I like in my palate
Dan OB,
that one better.
Highland Park cast strength. That is the
Mhm.
perfect thing at that number, in my opinion.
I think Kilhoman is also very good in that number because that's lightly peated.
Well, you know what? It depends on the Kilhoman. So let me just
Fair.
grab this and Dan, look at this one. Hold on. Since we're going down there. Here we go.
Yeah, fair. That's true, James. I don't think it's really peated, but
This one here is the Machir Bay. It is not the iodine and Band-Aid that most people get from a peated whiskey. Okay. So this one here is a very clean, fresh peat. And until you actually try it, you can't understand what I'm saying. So Sugar Kitty enlightened me to this particular one. So once he sent me a sample and I got the understanding, it is not the peat of Lagavulin or Ardbeg or Lafroig, if you can understand that. This is the one that really is it's a wonderful, fresh, very clean peat coming in at 46 ABV. It's very, very nice. Very nice. But again, taste is subjective, so I just don't know. But I would recommend this. Okay. Next.
I don't like the classic Laudy myself. I don't know why it is. I like other.
Well, the only thing is, Mike, is that every batch of the classic Lottie is different. Like has different components, everything. You may just have a weird one. Have you looked it up?
No.
Oh,
I just know that I have it and I never drink it because it has a weird finish for me. I don't know if it's the barley or whatever it is, but it's kind of it's got a weird finish.
Well, you can put the number off the bottle on the website, and it'll like tell you a lot of info about it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty wild.
You might have a weird. You might just have like a weird one.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh shit!
Shit. What did you find?
So no, a bottle here dropped because I have too much floor whiskey, and I found that there was a little bit of whiskey loose. And I have a bottle of Sagamore here that I just pulled the top off of.
Oh, geez, you're a beast.
Well, how did you manage that shit?
Because I dropped a bottle of Kings County on it.
Oh. Well, use a coffee filter when you pour it.
Yeah, I'm breaking the
Yeah.
bottle right now. Oh shit! It's a cast strength from 2017, and it's leaking. I'll be back.
Okay.
Fucking.
You better not spill a drop.
Shit! I'm spilling a lot. It's pouring out. Fuck.
Well, that's an interesting picture you just sent us.
No, it's the
I like
camera.
how you were zoomed in on that too, Anthony.
Oh, yes. I didn't want to miss 1 inch of that crack.
Yeah. Sexiest crack on the fucking earth.
Well, you know, I'm sorry, Stacy. Let me just say, I'm sorry.
Fucking
It
damn.
happens.
Oh, yeah, well, when you keep sticking the bottles to the fucking floor, you keep doing that.
Well, you know what? I knocked a bottle over too, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
We
it's
all
hot.
have done it. I've done it on the desk, and I clean it up, and it's like, nah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You just fucking nah.
So almost 20 minutes until live wire whiskey people.
No, I'm gonna have to dip off a little bit. I got to get the Patreon wheel. My Patreon, I'm giving away one of my cutting boards this week.
I can't believe I'm an admin on Livewire now.
I can't believe that
Hey,
shit
you're not.
either. They'll let anybody, won't they? Shit.
The also, by the way, Mashbill has a GoFundMe. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't know
he
if it
was
bullshit or
scammed.
what.
He was scammed the other day, lost all of his like rent money and everything that he needs to survive. So he's got a
So tell us how he was scammed. Come on.
he was scammed on one of those Microsoft trying to what he thought was unsubscribe from a Microsoft subscription and
Yeah.
ended up losing, thousands of dollars in or $1,000, I guess is what he said on his GoFundMe. So he's a little embarrassed about it. But
Yes.
I told him, I was like, look, this happens to people your age, Mashbill.
Yes, it does. He's over 50.
Yeah, okay. How many times can the same guy get ripped off and use this community?
Shut the fuck up, Ben.
No, fuck you.
Mike, continue with the story, please.
Yeah,
No,
so
no.
just if you can, like, you might have that perspective that Ben has, you might not, but if you can, Nashville
we don't
does
have-
give a lot to the community as well, and I hate seeing somebody go through that.
That is a shame. I did see it. I just wasn't sure. I hate to say I don't believe everything that comes across my feeds from, Instagram to
Don't believe everything you see on GoFundMe.
Nick and so on and so forth. But
No.
I wasn't 100% sure.
I'll
So-
post the link just in case anybody wants to see it. But
Yeah.
it's
I'll do everything for Stanley.
Absolutely.
My PayPal and my Venmo, they put in my email address and they hacked it that way. So when I tried to fucking open up another Venmo account, I couldn't get into it. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
so
But
if your
they had
Google or Apple ever warns you that your password has been compromised or whatever it is,
They don't, Mike. They don't do that shit all fucking time, brother. They
no,
don't do it.
they don't always. Only when it appears on a data breach. So it's a very specific that happens. But when that happens, it really happened. And if you have Apple will give you a list of all the accounts that is showing, as compromised because it'll go off your username and password, which most people use the same email address and password for everything. And so it'll tell you which ones you still have. Like I actually ignored it. This was like 6-9 months ago. And they had they bought $250 in Subway.
So my
Wow,
PayPal,
you must have
my PayPal wouldn't let me log in because I owed them $16. And I said, you know what? Let me pay your $16. It was for something I paid, and they wouldn't let me do it. So I just changed it, and I used another fucking email. And then when I tried to do it on Venmo was saying, "Hey, wait a minute, this account already exists." They showed my email on Venmo. That's when I knew I was hacked.
Yeah, that shit. It happens, man. Like
It does.
Yeah.
it's amazing. They can touch 10,000 people, and they need 3 people to bite. My mom sent my son $2,500 in bail money when he was in a Mexican prison that he was never in.
Yeah.
She Western Union $2,500 to a scam that was claiming to be my oldest son, saying he was in Mexico City in a cab and got busted with marijuana.
Holy smokes.
And I asked her, I'm like, why wouldn't you call me and tell me that this was going on? He told me not to. And I'm like, of all the secrets in this world to keep, my son being in a jail in Mexico City is not the secret you keep from me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you're a Hulk Hogan over there, Bourbon.
He is.
Yeah, well, I can't believe you're promoting that crap, but whatever.
Everybody gets to make their own choice.
The
I haven't forgot people haven't forgot history.
the problem is with the electronics that are out there, everything is done binary, which is like ones and zeros. And binary means when you do keystrokes on your fucking computer, it's just typing shit out, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all that bullshit. These fucking hackers are watching what you're fucking doing. And once they see what you're doing, and they fucking sit there and they get into the shit. And this is as far as I'm going to go into it, but they are watching what you're fucking doing. So you just you don't get into it. You let it go, and you go, and then you put different shit in there.
For the record, I got an email last year from somebody saying, I have access to your camera and I saw what you were doing and I'm going to post it on your social media if you don't pay me. And I was like,
Go ahead.
Go for it, man. I have no anything left, so you're good.
Yeah.
And
my work shit, it is so security oriented because they don't want you to fucking know what's going on in there. They fucking kill everything that you try to fucking do. Yeah. They won't let you access any website. You can't do this.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hello.
Cheers, Bonnie.
All right, hey Anthony, I gotta go do a couple of things.
We're gonna be ending here shortly, so they can all go over there, take a potty break, do what they got to do, and then terrorize you.
Oh, yeah.
But cheers, Anthony. I love you, brother.
Hey,
cheers.
Thanks, Mike. Cheers, man.
Oh, hey, party.
There you go.
Cheers.
Oh, aren't you special?
See you guys.
See ya. Hey, in less than 15 minutes, it's live wire whiskey. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here so people can go and do a potty break, get what they need, and get over there and visit Live Wire Whiskey. But I just wanted to say thank you to Four Leaf Whiskey for allowing me to intrude on her time and just be here with you all. It was a great evening. Really, it was. I enjoyed it. Thanks to Z-Man and especially Bourbon for popping on here because they really made it a great time. And everybody that's in chat, thank you for popping in just to say hi, smashing that like button and participating. It truly was great. So with my little bit of Redbreast small batch cask strength, I'm going to say cheers and watch because I may or may not be here next Sunday. It just depends. I could be in Yuma. Who knows? But cheers, everyone. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Have a good night.